What's up, my derps? It's your boy Gregolis. Hey, that's me, and we're back for the D&D show, and we're super excited because Peter's back. What up, Peter?
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Where's your excitement?
It is me.
Woo!
It's me, Peter, your friendly dungeon master. All right. Anything we got to say at the top? First of all, we got a podcast. If you guys haven't checked that out, so if you don't have time, you can get it on Spotify. Greg, tell them where else they can get the podcast, because I use Spotify.
Listen,
so
it's really simple. It's located everywhere. If you need to know how to find it, you can go to thederpwood.com. You can also check us out on any of the socials, the Twitches, anything /thederpwood.
Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. If there's no other announcements, we can just jump right in.
I'd like to announce that I'm excited.
Okay. Greg's excited, everybody.
We're all excited.
Well, hopefully we can crush that very soon. Anyways.
Angry Yarn Dice.
No!
Previously on Dungeons, Dragons, and Dice. As dawn broke in the Bloodhand encampment, the party awoke from a night of celebration. They gathered themselves together and embarked after the Shatter, a Knoll clan encroaching on the Bloodhand's lands, which is a tongue twister, by the way, in hopes of brokering a deal to remove the Komodon dynasty from the Temravi plains. As the night fell, the party discovered a Knoll camp not too far off from a ransacked village and attempted to gain some more information. Unfortunately, the party was jumped by a Knoll hunting party, and combat ensued. After the dust settled, they convinced the captured Knoll hunter to discuss with their leader to meet and talk with the Bloodhand tribe. And also, sorry, tongue twister on that one as well. Before they let the Knoll go the party learned that the Knoll leader Splitter has been afflicted with a very similar abnormality that they've run into before, the boar half covered in crystal. Borok provided some information saying if you were to bring him here, we can cure him. As night began to fall, you all cast Pass Without a Trace and went off to sleep. The night went by with no problem. But now as the sun goes up on the Temravi plains, you can see the ransacked village before you. The day is yours.
Oh, I feel much better than I did yesterday. Oh my goodness.
Anything is better than how you felt yesterday.
Oh, that's true. I think even death would have felt better. Yes.
I'm gonna walk over and kick Grjorn.
Oh, is it morning time already?
Like hours ago.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Lazy.
I wasn't lazy. I was just resting my eyes.
Oh, okay. So,
Barry,
have you got
cooking?
breakfast prepared?
Oh, see? Great minds think alike.
Yeah, I just want some breakfast. Yeah, so Borok, what do you got for us?
Yeah, Borok. What do you got?
Well, I mean, you all packed your rations, didn't you? I told you before we left that you need to go around and get your rations.
I thought
and
you were
whatever else you might
us.
have needed. Oh, shit.
I'm just gonna sit here watching and laughing while I eat my greens.
Well, what's that?
Rations, aren't rations you can't make a nice scrumptious breakfast in the morning, or?
Well, that's correct. I have jerky that I'm going to eat.
Let's see that.
I mean, well, no, this one's mine.
Yeah, bring it out.
No,
I don't know if I have any rations.
I will share a little bit with you, but maybe it's a good idea for us to keep an eye for some sort of animal we can eat along the way.
Oh, I like eating animals. And I look straight at Waawaatesi.
I mean, that is a little uncalled for.
No,
I don't know.
I meant that more like aggressively than sexually. Just clarifying.
Oh, all right. I wasn't quite sure where you were going with that. It was a little weird, truthfully.
I thought Borok says that first.
I dropped the first rock bomb.
Yeah.
Well, all this jibber jabbering's made me hungry, Perry. Here, and I'll share half my rations with Perry.
Thank you, because I may have not brought any rations with me. I thought Borok was just gonna do his little and then hunt every morning, and breakfast would be I'd be wake up to the smell of breakfast being cooked.
Perry, how did you fend for yourself while you're alone traveling around?
Well, you see, Brock, if you remember how we met, I wasn't doing that very successfully. That's literally why. That's literally why I keep hanging out with you guys. I mean, you folks are pretty fun to hang out with and all, and I like you, and I think you're my friends. But a big part of my decision was because I clearly wasn't able to do this on my own. Yeah.
So straight self-preservation is the reason why you're still here.
Exactly.
I mean, have you seen him fight? It makes sense.
I mean, he just launched a fireball at something yesterday. So I mean, he's not all useless. He's also put himself to sleep numerous times. You were correct. So
he's also put me to sleep.
So I did. So if you're not careful there, Grjorn, I could put you to sleep too. So just remember that big guy. I look him up and down.
I would gladly go back to sleep.
Let me see my spell book. You're lucky that I'm not prepared to do so right now, but maybe one day I will be. Can I have some of the half ration, please?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Here you go.
Thank you. You're the best.
Yes.
Thank you.
While this is happening, can I make a perception check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sweet. Oh, I gotta move my dice out of the dice tray here. Let's go. Yep, that's a 5.
A 5.
Distracted by food.
You actually think you're looking at something, but you realize you're just looking at a stone that's directly in front of you. You're like, you don't really get a lay of the land in front of you too much. It's just like, you're like, oh, what? It looks like it's a really foggy day, and it's just a stone. It's just a stone on there.
Gray stone.
Well, that's I tried to help.
Well, I'm going to go take a quick look around where the giant tracks might be and see if I can see how long ago he might have passed through this area, if he's come back or not.
Excuse me, Bo, did you say giant tracks? Like giants, the old huge monsters that fought dragons long ago?
Yeah, there's a hill giant roaming around these parts. Some bitch out there somewhere, so just keep an eye out for him. You won't miss him too easily. Like, he's pretty big.
Boy. Oh, I fucked up. Coming here. Okay. So,
where you guys had camped for the night, you were kind of along one of the fingers of the Scalebearer Mountains that goes into the Timravi Plains, and obviously hill giants being hill giants, they like a little bit more of a higher advantage. So Borok, you climb up a little bit and do an investigation check for me, please. Or perception, sorry.
It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, all right. So with a quick glance, you see that, in fact, you're almost standing in one. It's just the spread of a hill giant's foot track is pretty big. But as you look down, and I need you to roll a nature check.
Naturally.
That's a natural 1. Plus 1 is 2.
Okay. Well, you look up and you can see the tracks dotting the horizon. of this, not the horizon, but dotting a little path throughout the fingers of the Scale-Bearer Mountains, and you have you see that it's walked a little bit further ahead, up the hill. Let's say that's pretty much all you can really discern at this moment.
Yeah. No, it's somewhere over there. All right. I'll
Wait,
make
hold
my
on.
way back to the.
You mean it's close?
I mean, why'd you
was
think
at some point.
we hit last night?
Okay. All right. You know what? I'm going to be prepared for this, and I'm going to cast Mage Armor myself because I need all the help I can get today. Yep,
That's good thinking. I'm gonna don all my armor.
I think so too.
As you guys all get geared up, and Perry quickly does his hand movements, and you see this neon yellow shimmer of armor go a little bit over his cloak and his gear. You guys are a little bit more bolstered and ready for your day. Just a reminder, you do have 7 days to kill before this supposed meeting. So the day is really yours. The week is really yours. But if you remember where you currently are situated, is you're east of the Bloodhand encampment, so you'd have to travel west to get back to the encampment if you'd like. You saw the Knolls and the Knoll hunter that you let go off to the north of this little village that you are at right now, and the hill giant tracks are also conveniently going north as well.
Borok, I just have a quick question here. This is your homeland, right?
That's correct. Yep.
You're very familiar. Did you need me to make a map?
I mean, you can if you need to. Sure.
You think you could get us back here, or should I be jotting something down? I got pens and papers.
I mean, I'm pretty familiar with this. I grew up in this area, so I would assume that I know this place pretty well.
All right, just making sure.
Right?
Just trying.
DM?
Yeah, no, you would.
Yeah.
You've grown up in this area, and like the Bloodhand is a roaming tribe. You've kind of seen other parts of this. You haven't been to the fabled parts of the Temravi Plains, which is further east, which is called the Wastes. You've always heard of the Wastes, but you know generally of the lush and vibrant area, which is that you're currently in. So you wouldn't really need a map. You're very much accustomed to where you need to go.
Right. Well, see, what I was thinking about last night is we don't have to go back ourselves.
What?
We don't have to go back ourselves to the encampment to get a message there. I can have a little animal friend I can find out here that will send a message back for me. What we can do is, I know that you wanted to go take a look at some cave or something like that in the mountains. Didn't you want to go? Yeah. So,
hey,
I mean, as long as it doesn't take 7 days, we can do some hunting along the way and figure out where you need to go.
You think that'd take that long to get there and back, or what?
Well, it was 2 days travel. You remember it's 2 days travel to the general area where they said the hovel, where the Knoll said that they're kind of currently encamped. So you kind of that it won't take 7 days for them to come out and get there.
But excuse me, for the DM, how long will it take us to go south for me to check out the runic stuff?
Oh, that is more than 7 days worth of travel. The plains are a pretty big place, and that's more so. If you remember, for when you did, it was like the mountain in the desert in a way. So that this isn't really a desert area. That's further south.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as I understood it, that might have been a little bit too far away, but maybe we could do some hunting and upgrade our rations, because that was a poultry breakfast. Right, Barry?
Yeah, that's fair. But the other thing we can do is, I think we're what, half day's ride back to the encampment?
Yeah.
DM. Yeah. We can, if we got that much time, we might as well just go back there ourselves, and then you can actually restock on whatever the fuck you guys want.
I mean, you don't have to be.
We
so
can hunt
aggressive.
along the
I
way
just
if we want to,
breakfast.
but
Golly.
we can take a look around here. That's fine.
I
got no problems with that.
I thought hunting might be fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, we do have 7 days to to waste here.
Like, it's not a
Who
waste.
set up the 7 days?
I set up 7 days because I knew it was 2 days for them to go back there and come back. But
Fair enough. Yeah. So if you guys want to take, we can kind of fast track this in a way. If you want to spend some time hunting and kind of assign what your quarry is, what you want to hunt, we can kind of work it out that way. Like, so, I mean, first of all, I guess, what do you guys want to hunt?
We need some big meat. And don't forget, I've got this sweet bag that we can hold stuff in.
Yeah, let's bear hunting.
Wow.
Bear hunting? Okay.
Bear meat. Oh, interesting.
Well, Tessie, do you think we can go gather
Delicious.
some plants and fruits and such instead of big scary bears?
Well, as long as they're bringing the bear back here to be did properly when they're done with it.
Now you could probably learn a few things
I
from
trust
you.
the men to do that.
I trust the men to do it, he says.
We have horses, so we can.
That sounds like
make
toxic masculinity in a hidden, awkward way.
How is it toxic masculinity coming from a male character?
Goodness.
I mean, is somebody here?
Yeah, someone
The
ringing the
doorbell or
doorbell.
something?
That's just work calling me for the third time in less than 24 hours.
You need to.
All right, so Borok, you remember that, like, if you're gonna hunt bears, you kind of got to go a little further south into a little bit of the wooded areas within the plains. Shouldn't take you too long. It would only take like an hour or two to get there, and then you have to try and find the tracks. So whoever's gonna go with Borok, just let me know.
Oh, I'm going. Well, this is not.
I guess I'm
fighting.
going with Perry.
There we go. Hunting music.
Hey,
So if Perry, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna split the party for foraging. Okay.
Yeah.
So Waawaatesi and Perry, you're gonna go together to get some. You're gonna forage some veggies and some nice vegetationals.
Well, at least that
Borok-
way, if Perry runs into anything, then he's got me there to protect him.
Fair enough. Okay. So let's resolve this fairly. I want one party to roll a d20 and another party to roll the other d20, just one each, and we'll see who goes first.
All right, I got her. No, I don't. That's 3.
That's a 12. You just said flat roll, right?
No. Borok rolled for you guys.
Oh,
Perry and Waawaatesi. One of you guys roll a d20, please.
I will.
I think. Oh, okay.
That was just a straight roll.
Yeah, what would you get?
Oh, I got a 7.
Oh, well, that beats my 3, so you're good.
Yeah. You folks go first. So, Waawaatesi and Perry, how you going from here? Like, to start your little vegetation gathering.
Well, I'm actually proficient in nature and gathering herbs and such like that. So I'd like to, and Waawaatesi, I'm sure, is really good at it too. So, what do you Waawaatesi? Do you want to divide and conquer, or?
No, I will stay with you because I am not sure what you are going to get yourself into.
Okay, then I'll search and you watch my back.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's forage. Okay, so just both of you please make like a standard nature check, and then kind of tell me what you're looking to get.
So I rolled a nat 1, but because I am lucky, I can re-roll those. So it's one of my halfling feats. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to be looking for something that goes good with bear. Well, meat in general. I don't know.
Blueberries.
Yeah, you don't know for
Blueberries,
sure that they're gonna get a bear. So
Okay, so I'm just going to look for like some fruits and perhaps some leafy greens and such. Maybe I can make a little salad or something.
bears that.
So I'm going to re-roll my 20 here.
Reroll. Use your luck. You're gonna need it.
Yeah, I only get. Yeah.
I have a nature fact for everybody if you want to hear it
Okay.
about
Alright.
bears and
What's your
blueberries.
name?
So
Okay,
sure.
bears that live out in the wild around like where there's lots of like blueberries and stuff, their fat actually turns blue. So if you hunt the bear and cut it open, the fat will like kind of like pours out if it's like a really chunky bear, and the fat will actually be blue from eating blueberries.
Blueberry steak, anyone?
You don't eat the fat.
Damn.
Oh, sorry.
You use it
All
for
right.
medicinal purposes.
So this time I rolled a 23.
Damn. Much better.
Yes.
So as the parties, well, let's just say the parties have both split up and have started moving towards Borok and Grjorn. You would move towards the wooded area. Perry and Waawaatesi, you guys are now kind of foraging along the fingers of the Scalebearer Mountains. There's a lot of bushed areas there, but Perry, you go in there and you find some leafy greens that as a child growing up is that your mom used to get these like almost like the dandelion leaves, and you could boil them down and serve them kind of in an interesting way, and you're able to grab like a good handful of one of those, and you get some. Also, you find some just blueberries hanging off some stems on the trees there.
Excellent. Look, Waawaatesi, look what I found.
I only rolled I rolled 10 for my nature check. So
Okay, so as Perry says, "Look, Waawaatesi, look what I found." He's holding like this these bountiful handfuls of vegetation. You turn around and you're like, "I got this," and it's like a dirt covered root that you can be brewed down for tea, and you're like, "I got one of these things."
all right.
Oh, good. I do like tea. Maybe, I
right.
guess while we wait for the boys to come back, we can just brew that root tea.
Well, and we could also have a little bit of fun too.
Oh.
I didn't mean like that.
So Perry doesn't think that at all. He's just like, ooh, what type of fun do you want to have? What can we do?
I am going to cast Speak with Plants.
You have to first speak up into the mic.
I heard her say she has to speak.
Peter always
right.
hears me, and nobody else hears
'Cause
me.
he's
But
the
Peter
youngest of
always
us.
I
His
hear you.
ears work better.
I hear you fine. It's just Greg.
It's his old man ears.
It's just
That's
Gurg.
it. It's the boomer ears.
It's just Gurg.
Okay, so Waawaatesi, you kind of you kind of close your eyes and start to think, and you immediately cast speak with plants, and you have that moment like click. You can almost hear all this discussion going, and then as you kind of center yourself, it goes silent. What are you looking for?
I am looking for some plants that could maybe help us have some fun.
Oh, those type of plants. Okay,
Oh, I
Now
get
you're
it.
talking.
now I need you to roll a nature check.
Okay.
Nice.
That is an 11.
An 11. All right. So as you survey the area with your speak with, actually, you know what? Roll with advantage. Sorry, because you have speak
Okay.
with plants on.
3rd level. I didn't.
Nothing? He said roll with advantage.
Okay. Yeah, so that was a 7. So 7
was-
plus
That was-
5? No,
Okay.
7
Oh.
plus 5.
12.
Yeah.
Okay. So a little bit better. You look around and you hear you're hearing like voices like, hey, you want a good time? hey, and then you look you look over and it's nothing fun, and then all you hear is, hey, come over here. And you start to move a little bit, and you see as you move this bush around, you see this little pink flower just growing at the very base of this bush, and it goes, hey, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
You want to try it?
Just chilling here, having a little bit, just getting some shade. You know how it is. So you looking for a good time?
Yeah, I am.
Well, I mean, I hate to say that if you rip me out, I will die, but I'm all in service of a good time. So if how about you take my brother over here, and you look at another plant out here is what the fuck? And he's just if you want to take him, you can just take him. Like, I don't care, He's just growing beside me, and it's really annoying. What are you trying to do? And he's like, quickly, just fucking take him.
So
just boil him down, drink him. You get real messed up.
So I'm gonna take some tobacco out of my pocket in both hands, and I'm gonna throw it in both spots, and I'm gonna take both plants.
You hear as you're about to grab, you're like, hey, wait, we had to do it.
I'm gonna take both of them, and I'm gonna put the tobacco down where the plants were, and I'm gonna be like a quick little thank you. We're gonna have a good time.
You hear some screams coming from the bush too, like, oh my god, we got them! And then it fades as you walk away.
You guys are both killed.
That was great.
So no
Yeah,
killing
that
animals.
was
great.
Plants, it's okay.
Yeah, plants, they're
even
all
when they're
it's death
sentient.
everywhere.
I've been killing plants for many, many years, but I put down tobacco as I would if I had to kill an animal. So
Fair enough. Even trees.
I said my thank you, and yeah. So Perry, you wanna?
Yeah.
You said you wanted to make some tea.
Okay, I do. I love tea. Yes.
So I will. I got some plants here. I'm gonna save one for later, and I'm gonna put it in my pocket. And we're gonna boil this one up and have some tea and have a drink. All right.
Oh, I'm so into it. Yes. Okay. And then after, if the boys are still out, then I'm gonna try and go for just see if I can find any more Nasali tulips after we had brew our tea together.
We could still look for tulips after we have the tea.
So Perry, what you remember though is that the Nasali tulips, they're really just kind of centered to the jungle, to the Zilgal Tangle. That's why you were there in the first place.
Yes. Yes.
But if you want to look for some other stuff, you totally can.
Okay, but I'll do that after our tea. I think we've collected some good stuff. We should have a nice, relaxing tea before. Yeah, we'll just take a break, and if we have enough time after, then I'll go do a gathering check.
Okay, well, for the first few minutes, you see Waawaatesi's kind of grinding them down in her hands, the petals. Don't worry, the talk with plants is gone, so you don't hear the excruciating screams. But and then you, Perry, you get a little fire together, and you start to boil them in this little rationed water that you have, which brings up this almost. It definitely has like more of a floral aroma to it, and it's a pink-hued liquid. So, what are you guys gonna do with this? You just gonna down it?
I'm going to offer it to Perry first.
It's so much.
He's the guinea pig.
Ooh, it's hot. Ooh, what does it smell like?
It's got a very floral aroma to it. It almost smells like potpourri.
Ooh, perfect. Okay. Ooh, that tastes good.
All right, make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I just wanted to make sure that it tasted good before I drank it.
I rolled a 15.
You rolled a 15.
Lame.
As you drink it, it doesn't it doesn't like instantly hit you, but after like a good 5 minutes, it almost like a shockwave kind of just goes out like a, and everything is more vibrant, more bright, and you feel very like, you feel calmed, but you feel like you don't even really want to move and do anything. But you're having a good time, let's say. Now, Waawaatesi, what about you?
I'm gonna drink the tea.
All right, do a Constitution saving throw. Weren't you the guys that also?
Seriously? I have rolled shitty rolls for the past 4 weeks.
Yep.
And I do a con save, and I rolled a 19.
So you're good.
You don't even feel it. You really don't even feel it.
That's not even adding the
You've
+2
lived in
for
the forest
con.
for so long, you've built up an immunity to this tea.
I am going to drink more.
Okay, roll a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage, because now you take a little sip of the cup and you throw the cup down, you just drink the pot now.
All right.
You basically you took the.
So I just roll twice and
Go
take the
ahead.
lowest number?
Yes.
Yeah.
6.
It's like you ate the one edible cookie, but like now you're like, oh, I don't feel anything, so you just ate the whole like batch
Yeah.
of them, and now you're fucked.
What'd you get?
What was it?
16.
You're still not feeling it. Like you're just like Perry was just at that threshold where he has a nice buzz going on.
Dang it, Perry.
You
His teeth.
and I don't know if you remember this, Waawaatesi, but you remember when you ate the dancing fruit and you didn't even feel it then either? This is just not working well for you. Anything that you
No.
want to do drug-wise is not working for you.
I know. I still have the other flour. I could make more tea,
What?
but I don't feel like
No,
I
you
really want to.
ground up both of them to
Did I?
make them. Yeah.
I thought I said I put one of them in my pocket for later.
Oh, you did? Okay. My
Yeah.
apologies then. You have another one.
Waawaatesi, can you just listen for a moment? Do you hear that?
What are you hearing,
Trees,
Perry?
they're just the
trees
wind
are talking
with
to
the
you?
trees and just the sound of them. It's like music. And if you look up,
Okay,
you can see the light coming through. It's almost like they're putting a light show on for us. Like, so beautiful.
As Perry's leaning his back on the hill and he's just looking at the sky, we're gonna jump over to Borok and Grjorn right now. It took like 2 hours just to get to this wooded area, the small little copse of trees, and you know that Borok, that usually you can find auroch, you can find deer, you can find bear in here. So I need you to roll a nature check to see if you can get some tracking going on.
All right. First, before I do that, I'm going to see if I can look at a small bird that's in the vicinity.
Okay. You see one on the branch.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Animal Messenger,
Okay.
and I'll post that in the group. Oh shit! Not what I wanted to do.
Oh damn.
Oh shit! Not what I want to do again. Copy. There we go. Paste. This is taking way too long. Okay. Anyway, I will look at one of the birds there, and I will say, "You need to go," and I'll give him or go and send this message to Chief Dolva, and I will tell him what Chief Dolva looks like, and I will say, "Found the Knoll camp. Leader is infected with gem disease, crystals. Told to meet us in 7 days at abandoned village."
So as you look over, you see a little cardinal, and you kind of bring it onto your hand, and you're whispering this message into him, and the cardinal's just nodding, and you just fly off, and it flies off in the direction. It flies off to the east, northeast for you, where you currently are, and goes off to tell War Chief Dolva.
All right. Now I need to make a nature check. Was it nature?
Yes.
Is it just you making the nature check, or are we both doing it?
If you both want, go ahead.
So that's 14 for me.
Yeah, I rolled a 16.
Grjorn, I'm gonna say though, you're not as familiar with the area, so I gotta do a disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
For you,
Okay.
yeah, because you don't really know the area that well.
8.
8.
He halved me.
I did. So Borok, you kind of see a very different tracks, but you managed to find one bear track going a little bit further into the woods, and you begin to follow it. You're not too far into the woods before you start to smell the bear. You can generally, with your keener senses, you can kind of discern certain animal smells, and off in the distance, a little bit into a small little clearing, you can see a bear sleeping underneath a little rock encampment.
Before anything happens, I'm gonna put my hand on Borok's back. I assume we're kind of like slouching through or whatever, and I'm going to whisper, sing to him, "Hunting eyes, you got those hunting eyes," and inspire him.
Okay.
You're now inspired, Borok.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you. I'm going to... I'll say, see if you can sneak up. I know you're not really a range type, are you? See if you can sneak up to the other side of that bear, and then when I shoot it, you can, just chop it down with your axes.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I'll do that then. You want to do the thing where I can sneak better? Because I'm loud.
All right, here. Take, well, you see, I don't have that today because I decided to send a message with an animal, so...
Oh, okay, well, wish me luck.
Yeah, good luck. Oh, here's a net as well, if you want one. I don't know if you have one or not.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, so I'm going to sneak now.
I sneak now?
I sneak now?
14.
All right.
It's not bad.
That face. That's Peter's face.
Actually, damn. Okay, you find a path around the kind of the side to kind of go above the rock clearing, so you're standing above the bear. Thankfully, the wind's towards your face and not your back, so the bear doesn't pick you up. The bear's still sleeping quietly.
Downwind of the bear.
All right. So I'll wait for you to give me the thumbs up, and then I'm gonna fire 2 shots. What's it called? Ranged weapon expert, whatever the fuck that feat's called again.
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter. That's it.
You've only used it in every session.
time.
I know. I had a blank. All right, my it's been a while. Now, Peter, did we say, I know that we kind of nerfed it in the for our one shots. Did we say I could use that once or twice per turn? They were Sharpshooter.
You used it once per turn. Every time we fought.
That's what I thought. Okay. Yep. Just making sure. So I will fire the first one, Sharpshooter.
I didn't give you the go ahead, Borok. God, let me put my finger up.
He puts his finger up. You see it. You see this little hand above the rock going, okay.
Yeah. Well, that's all right because the first one sails right past it.
What is it?
With an 8 to hit.
Oh yeah, that almost hits Grjorn. It just
You fired it at my thumbs up.
It's been a while. Yeah, actually, I forgot to aim at the fucking bear. the next one is, that's not much better, 13 to hit.
That one does hit.
All right.
Can we retcon that I'm holding my attack for when he hits it? Because we did say that.
Yeah, I figured that. You said you were readying attack for it. So you can roll your attack too, Greg.
Oh, should I roll it
Grjorn.
now or wait till he hits?
Oh, roll the damage. Sorry, Borok, go ahead.
Oh, and I forgot to even Hunter's Mark. What an idiot. So that is just 10 damage since I didn't Hunter's Mark.
Okay. Now, Grjorn, after
I will bonus action Hunter's Mark
You
after
can also
the fact.
you can add the your inspiration die or 1d6 to that damage if you wanted to.
Sure, why not? 3 more damage, 13.
Thank you, sir. All right.
All right, I'm rolling. That's not gonna hit, I don't think. Rolling. They hate it. That's a 9 on the first axe. Fuck. That's a 9 again on the second axe.
That don't hit.
Do we have advantage because it's a sneak attack? No, because I'm not a rogue. But it was worth a shot.
So let's explain what happened here.
It was real bad. It was real bad there.
Does anybody have like the Benny Hill soundtrack or whatever it is?
Borok crouches down into the trees and he pulls out his first arrow and just Grjorn gives a thumbs up and just arrow sails wide and he goes, fuck. Shoots another arrow right into the bear. The moment the arrow sank into the brown bear, you see Grjorn jump down and he just puts his axes both into the ground beside the bear. The bear wakes up and then just immediately goes to take an attack at Grjorn.
Oh shit!
Miss.
Grjorn.
This is gonna be fun.
Okay, so the bear does have multi-attack. First one doesn't hit. 100% does not hit. This dice. It doesn't. So the bear, in its shock, wakes up and just swipes 2 claws, goes wide of you.
He expected me to be taller.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, I mean, if you want to do a little mini initiative, we can. Roll initiative, please.
Why don't we just keep going in the same order? We'll go Borok, me.
Okay, Borok, you go first.
All right. Well, now that I've Hunter's Marked this thing, I will use Sharpshooter again.
No, it's too far off for you. And you can't hear.
Oh, that's better.
You can't hear Harry talking about time he met a guy at a concert and just going off.
Yeah.
What was it?
That's a 19 to hit with the Sharpshooter.
That's a big old hit.
All right. Oh, and that's shit. This thing's gonna get fucked up. So it's one of these, and one of these. Fuck yeah! It's taking damage now, so it's 28 damage.
Okay, so Greg, you can turn the combat music off.
Okay.
Immediately, I'm waiting for the music to cut. There we go. Immediately, bear just rears up and then Borok just takes a deep breath and just goes and just sinks another arrow directly underneath the jaw of the bear, and the bear and just falls over to the side right beside Grjorn, and just Grjorn's just
damn Chewy.
I turn around, I'm like, ha ha! We are victorious. Well done, Borok.
You see Borok just doing this.
like a raider.
Yeah.
I'm glad we all did.
And then I will, fleet-footedly hop down into the and to harvest the bear with our horses, because we're gonna make. We gotta cut the meat up, and we gotta make a little raft on the back of the horse so we can bring everything back.
Well, I could probably bring it back, but probably
you can't on your horse.
You can't.
No
That's
way.
a lot. The bear is massive, my friend.
They get in the bag of holding.
We could do that.
No, I seen this on Alone, that show.
I want to.
I mean, in that book that I read.
That book alone.
I'm gonna make a dump pile, clear out all its guts, get in nice and deep, clear that
that's
all
good.
out, and then I'm gonna pull out some tobacco that I've been holding on to and put that on the ground.
Okay.
Before we try to get this bear up on a horse.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it takes a while to clear and gut and get everything all to the side, but it's probably about 3 hours before you have these discernible chunks of meat of bear meat. You do have also a bear pelt now too, if you want to keep it.
Oh yeah. Put that in the
Yeah.
bag.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and so you have, I don't know how many pounds of bear meat. Let's just say 60 pounds of bear meat.
Too?
Oh yeah.
Huh?
I want them to bring back like lots of the bear, like
We're gonna
of
harvest
the fat
everything.
and bones and stuff.
We're bringing back as much as we can. Well, no, here, I want to bring back the whole thing. So what I want to do is I want to create, because we have 2 horses with us, we're going to create out of wood from the area like a little
Like a paramedic.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
like a medic's like
tourniquet?
sleigh, basically.
Not a
No, a
tourniquet,
sleigh, like a full, like a sleigh to pull that the horses are going to pull behind. They'll basically pull like the whole bear back.
So it took you about 2 hours to get here. It's going to take you probably about 3 hours now, just a little bit slower. But you have just roll a nature check to see if you guys can put it together.
I am not good at nature. Can I just have advantage because I thought it was such a great idea?
You know what? Yeah.
Oh, that is cocked. What are you? That is also cocked. Fuck you. So 2 10s. So that would be 11.
I rolled a 7.
It doesn't take too long, but you guys managed to make I don't want to say a pretty solid sled, but a serviceable sled.
Exactly, but it does the job.
Yeah, it does the job, and you guys are able. You had to unfortunately lug the meat out yourself, and then have the sled prepared, kind of on the outside of the thicket there. But within about you took an extra hour. You've been in the hunting for about a total of 4 hours. You get everything together and you head back on your way. So let me ask you guys, do you guys want to is there anything else you want to do over the span of the rest of these 6 days now, because you have 6 days on in total to wait? Is there anything big that you want to do in between this time after you guys get back to the camp and bringing the slain carcass back and everything?
I don't think I have anything I want to do. Maybe I'll teach, or actually, I'm gonna wood carve a couple of small little animals again.
Okay.
Because I have my wood carver's tools. I carve little animals for people.
So let's resolve this little bit here. Perry, you're starting to come back from your come off your high there, and you look off into the distance and you see 2 horses coming closer to you. Waawaatesi, you're sitting there pouting, and you're just not even paying attention to anything. You're just looking at this empty pot, and you're like, God damn it.
Fucking pair. Weak ass immune system.
You see horsies coming. Those are horsies?
What horses? Where?
Right over
You turn
there.
around and you see that it's clearly Grjorn and Borok coming back, but they're carrying a sled of something. You can see it's definitely a slain bear that was there. Within the next couple minutes,
We're hunters. The hunters have returned.
Barry, get your ass up.
Yeah, Barry.
Okay.
Get up for no particular reason, because we know you're not going to help us.
Yeah.
Bjorn and Bo are back.
How can I help?
They've got something with them. Let's go.
Ooh, perfect.
Well, you guys can start cooking this up.
Oh, okay.
Us, the hunters, are victorious.
Yeah, you should have seen Borok. He whizzed one right by my head.
I'm going to, because I don't know that Grjorn put tobacco down. I am going to grab my tobacco and get ready to put it down.
I think we already did that, but you can too if you want. I don't really know how many times you do it to one being.
You already
But Grjorn did that. Yeah, Grjorn did it. I did it.
Grjorn did it?
You know. Yeah, we're trying to learn from you and stuff. You know, seems like a nice way to do things, I guess.
Okay.
Is there anything else you can teach us in harvesting this bear?
Well, we need to make sure that we use all of the parts of the bear.
I would like some of the claws.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a nice, like, really cool, like, pelt thing that goes over my head. Like the bear mouth goes like over here, like this. And then I can be warm too.
Well, if you did it right now, I'll be honest with you, Borok. It's going to be really dirty. You're going to be.
Oh no, I'm not going to do that now. I'm just saying, like, that's what I want to do with it.
Full of the blood dripping down, the gore.
Yeah. This
nice.
is really, it's gnarly. This is mine.
So, what is our plan? Like, are we going to stay here for a while, or are we going to move on?
Well, I think that.
Because if we stay here, then we can gather the supplies and stuff that I need, and I can dry and dye the hide so that you can use it for your little cloak thing. And
all right.
I can harvest it and do it all proper.
All right. Well, we're gonna this is gonna be our little camp for the next little bit. So let's get what we need done here. Maybe make a little a lean-to like shack thing and try and keep out of the way as much as possible. I think it might be a good idea for either myself or two of us or all of us to head back to the camp. I sent a message saying that we were going to meet the. Actually, you know what? Tomorrow I'll just send another message and let them know what my plan is, and they can join if they want, or if not, we'll just try and take care of it, I guess.
As you're actually saying that, Borok, you see the same red cardinal coming back to you. And the red cardinal lands on your shoulders and you hear,
just hold tight what you're doing. We're gonna be sending some people out just to keep an eye on the area. But if they make any moves, you know what to do.
and then the bird just flies off.
Is it
All right, well, I
Borok
guess we
that
got
hears
our
that?
answer.
That was only Borok that heard that. He just got the message it's a message from War Chief Dolva.
All right, well, I guess we're sticking around here then.
Okay.
That was good.
So,
Perfect timing.
how big is the bear?
Well, the bear has been mostly like. Okay, let's just say there's a full
So I'm trying to think of like
bear there.
Yeah, but like roughly how big is the bear? Because so if I'm gonna dry the hide out, I need to make a contraption that's gonna be big enough to hold the bear. So I need to know how big the bear is, like when the hide is off.
450 pounds. It's a big bear.
It's a big bear. Okay, well I need 4 saplings that are large enough to fit the bear from toe to toe.
As she says toe to
No to
toe,
tail.
I actually swing my axe down and cut the hand off because I want the bear paw. Can I do that?
Yeah, you do that, no problem. I'm not gonna
That's
make
gonna
you
be
roll
nasty.
anything.
And then I'm like looking at her like, oops.
That thing is gonna rot in your pocket.
I'm just taking the claws.
So you have to
So,
cut
like,
the whole
you know
hand
that-
off.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably about like a 7-foot brown bear. Okay.
Okay, so
Yes, I just looked up general information on brown bear.
Yeah.
You notice it's a 7-foot brown bear, and it was a female, which meant it was about like 300 pounds.
Okay, so I'm gonna need like 10 feet tall, sturdy saplings cut down,
Okay.
and for somebody can go get that for me to make this thing.
I'm on it.
And then,
Well, it's just about nightfall now by the time they get back. This could be something that you guys generally do throughout the next 6 days here. So, like, Waawaatesi, if you want to like explain what you want to have by the end of this 6 days,
okay.
let me know.
So
That's probably the
I,
best thing, yeah.
Yeah, I want to have the saplings so I could tie them together into a frame. And I want to take the brain and the urine sac of the bear, and I want to boil those down. And I want to use the tendons from the bear and turn them into rope. I'm going to dry them out and turn them into rope so that I can use it to to stitch the bear to the hide to the frame and stretch it all out so I can dry it and scrape off all the meat stuff that's still attached to it and thin out the skin so I can tan it. And I'm going to use the brains and the urine sac. I'm going to use that to tan the hide.
Okay, perfect. So,
and get it all dried out, and that takes a course of a few days, anyways.
okay, so we'll just say for this little 6 days, you're successful. You take the time and you tan the hide. You also are managed to, other than the one paw that Grjorn took off, there's 3 other paws. You're managed to salvage all the claws from it, the teeth, that as you have been always taught, and through your ancestry that you use every part of this. So you managed to get a whole tanned bear hide by the end of this week. And let's go over to everyone, while we're kind of doing this little campfire chat. What does everyone want to do for the rest of the week? Waawaatesi has successfully gotten a tanned brown bear hide.
Well, I was doing that for Borok so he could have his cloaky thing that he wants.
Okay.
Well, I don't actually want the hide. I was just preparing it for him.
Okay. What else would you like to do during that time?
It's probably going to take me the whole day, 6 days.
Okay, because you're going to be tending to it and everything that. But yeah, so you've created it for Borok. Perry, is there anything you want to do in this 6 days while we're waiting here?
I want to do gathering checks a day if I can.
Yeah, sure. Are we talking foraging, or are we talking alchemical?
Yeah, alchemical gathering.
Okay,
stuff.
Cool. So what we'll do here is I want you to do six rolls of gathering, and then what we'll do is, remember, don't forget to add that to your leveling up for your alchemy. Okay.
If it's 6 of them, that'll put me into the 15 rage at the end of everything. So it'll be +2 into my last one.
Awesome.
So you want me to do 6 right now?
Yep.
Okay, I'll give you the numbers, and then you can just tell me stuff later. It's okay. 7 for the first day.
Okay.
13 for the second.
Was that a 13 or a 14?
13.
Okay.
12 for the third.
Okay.
21 for the fourth.
Nice.
12 for the fifth.
Mm-hmm.
And 21 for the sixth.
Damn. Okay. Nice. So I will get you that list. I'll actually just put it together during the break, and I'll give it to you.
Okay, thank you.
But awesome. Okay.
And then that'll give me 15 gathering checks, and I'll double check our chart, and yeah, we'll talk later.
I think I have it up here. I think I do. But yeah, I think you are leveled up to the next thing there. Borok, what do you want to do during this time, sir?
Well, I will make my little figurines.
Okay.
And I will get acquainted with a spell that came with my second level. Oh, I need to get a feather, a tuft of fur, and a fish tail. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find a gilded acorn anywhere, though. So,
I mean, you'd probably be able to find it in the wood there.
Why don't you ask your good friend Perry, who's really good at finding stuff?
Oh, right. Yeah. Hey, Perry, I need you to help me find a gilded acorn.
A gilded acorn? Okay.
Like a
sure.
few of them if you got it. Like if we can figure it out.
Okay. I'll take some time to do that in the next 6 days while also foraging, but that's cool. Yep. No problem.
Perry, let's just do that right now. Why don't you roll a foraging, like just a perception check or a gathering check for him, and see if you find it.
Do you want me to tell you privately, or it's a 6?
You do not find a gilded acorn.
I bring him a regular ache. I bring him a pine cone.
Throughout the week, Borok keeps bringing Perry to the area to like look for a gilded acorn, and Perry just can't find it. So if you're going to be carving figurines, how many are you going to carve in that time? Actually, let's see. Roll a d20 and just add your dexterity modifier.
Is a 18.
18. So you managed to carve 4 wood figurines in this time. Like, not probably as big as your hand. What did you carve?
I carved a horse. I carved a bear. I carved a deer.
An aurochs.
And an aurochs.
Okay. All right. And you also took time to get acquainted. You were able to gather other items, like the feather and whatnot was easy to get, but unfortunately, without the gilded acorn, you're not really used to it as of yet, but I'm sure you can get that back at the Bloodhand encampment.
Right.
All right. Anything else, Borok?
I need to get 7 sharp thorns and 7 small twigs and sharpen them to points.
Okay, roll a nature check for me. Wow, my voice got really cracked there.
I forgot what we were saying about spell components, but that's what I'm gathering right now.
Okay, flavor wise, man, don't worry about it. Remember,
don't worry about it. All right,
but you got it. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Good there. So leaves you, Grjorn. What are you doing?
Okay, I have a few things. Basically, throughout the day, I want to be hanging out with Waawaatesi, helping her and studying what she's doing. And then in the night, I'd like to take the time to catalog our journey and what we've done, and basically diary what's been happening.
Mm-hmm.
And in the interim, yeah, I guess I just make a couple runic power checks in the area. I probably don't even need to make a couple. I would just make one and see how it goes.
Yeah, go ahead. Religion, remember?
Yeah, religion. That's dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. So you said one day, it's a pretty clear day in the plains. You feel like the wind coming down from the mountains on your back, and you sit yourself on this rock and you center yourself, and you feel a thrumming in your heart, and you feel it almost emanating to the south, and it doesn't feel like a thrumming that you felt before. This one feels different. This feels like almost pulling you instead of just like a normal beat, but it seems with every beat it's like almost pulling at your soul, moving you closer to something.
That's freaking cool.
Is that what Grjorn says when he wakes up from his trance?
Yeah, that's freaking cool. No, I just got caught up in your description there. I mean, I really wouldn't say anything to that. It's sort of a personal thing that I'm going through. Yeah, and with that, maybe I would diary that and catalog that. You know, just the same old. I'm working on my music. I'm working on stuff.
Yep.
And I assume that we've collected all the meat, we've salted it, we've smoked it, salted it, and put it all in the bag of holding. Yes.
Yes, you guys have a ton of bear rations right now. Bear jerky, pretty much that would set you up for
Ever.
months.
Okay, I put 60 pounds. That's what you'd indicated. We can retcon that or fix that if it's too much.
Let's say, because I mean, after everything's all been trimmed and stuff like that, let's say closer to 90. Okay.
Okay. I've added that to the bag of holding.
So, the end of the 6th night, as you're about to lay your head down to rest, there's almost a little bit of an anxiety in the air. What's going to happen the next day? As you lay your head down to sleep, you wait for the morning, and that's where we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back at 3:20. Y'all, is that all right? 3:20?
Yeah, 3:20. Let's do it.
All right.
All right,
We'll fight some fucking gnolls. Yeah.
Before we head out, we got to make a few announcements. We have a big shout out to Scooch Overbro, gave us a sub. We also have a few followers in the last couple weeks that we haven't announced. Nick Cage has swag, gave us the follow. Dads and Dice gave us the follow. They're also on Instagram. Great account there. Go check that out. It's Dads and Dice, and I think it's Chimerez. KYMERAHZ gave us a follow as well. And yeah, I think that's everything. Are we all good to get out of here?
Yeah. Quick note here. I'm just going to be gone for like a few minutes, but I'm going to be in the chat. If you have any questions about Azlos, the world, or even kind of currently what's going on in the story, type it in the chat, or I'll put some little facts in there for y'all. And yeah.
Sweet.
Don't quote me on the bear hide tanning because it's been a while.
Don't add her. Don't add her.
The last time that I did that, it wasn't a bear hide. I did 3 deer hides and a moose hide out of my bathtub, okay?
And it still stinks to this day. Okay, we'll be back. Bye. What's up, my derps? We are back after a quick little break. Peter, take it away, bud.
I had a peanut butter sandwich on my break, but
delicious.
Hello, everybody. It was delicious. It was. Let's get back into it. So as you guys went down for the final 7th night, you woke up into the morning on the 8th day, and it's a little bit of an overcast today. Kind of casts a few shadows you see moving along the plains, and you wake up with the sole intent of just looking at that ransacked village. But as the hours go on and out the day, there isn't really any movement that you can see. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna listen to the birds.
And that's bear meat. Bear meat's good.
Fuck, you got that breakfast ready?
Yeah, I'm eating some.
He's just sitting by the fire, like hunched over the fire, just eating like 2 slices of bread between him. He's eating like a nice big bear steak sandwich.
I am
Soda
so
bread.
down.
Soda bread and bear meat.
We have some potatoes. Make
you
those
forage
and
any?
tasty taters.
It's all up to you if you forage some.
Ooh, I don't think I got taters, but that's okay.
Did you get an acorn?
Can you give me an acorn yet?
I can. Okay, I will try and look for an acorn today. I guess I'll just go do that before breakfast. Ooh. This time, Peter, I would like to take an hour to do so.
Okay.
Just to find an acorn?
To find a gilded acorn, as many as I can.
Roll a gathering check with advantage because you're taking the full hour. You gave me some time that you're going to be doing it for.
I rolled a 14.
All right, so you managed to find 2 gilded acorns. That's it, and you come back victorious to the group.
Borok, I found them. I've got some of your acorns here, and I drop them down at his feet.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yep,
Perry, you did it.
I did it. That's what I did. Yes.
All right. Well, that helps.
Perfect. What did you need them for?
A spell I've been working on.
Oh, okay.
Might help us out.
A spell?
Yeah.
From the arrow flinger?
I mean, yeah, I do have some spells that I use. That's
Interesting.
how I made us, quiet a little while back.
Oh, I thought that was like some good mojo.
I mean, nature
let's
mojo,
try
I guess.
Yeah.
Let's try some that bear meat sandwich here. Brock, did you pack any garlic aioli for the sandwich here, or?
I mean, do we have any eggs?
No, I didn't.
Do you have garlic?
Okay, so you just.
Well, see,
Do you
Perry,
actually
the
know how to make garlic
foraging-
aioli?
Yeah, I do.
While
See,
this is-
Perry,
While this is happening,
The,
I'm going to sneak my hand into the bag of holding, and I'm going to pull out this bottle, and it's a little bit of green inside, and I'm going to hand it to. Actually, I think Borok has it. Yeah, no, this one's blue. I'm going to hand him a little bottle full of blue liquid, to, like slyly to Borok. See if he
What
gets
is
what I'm
this?
putting.
Sorry?
See if we. No, Borok, don't talk about it. Just put it on the
All right.
sandwich.
Roll a stealth check.
am I putting it on my sandwich?
Oh, his sandwich.
I mean-
Jesus, Borok, catch up.
All right, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna see this. I'm gonna.
It's
we hand
a
and smart at the same time.
21.
21. Okay. I mean,
Am I doing?
passively,
Well, it doesn't matter. Stealth and sleight of hand are the same thing.
yeah, passively, you don't really see it, Perry. You, so it kind of just
Fuck.
goes by, no problem.
Well, hell. All right.
And then I'm like nudging my nose and hoping Borok gets what I'm putting down.
Yeah, all right. I'll put it on there.
And so
Hands me the sandwich.
Borok puts together this nice sandwich and hands it over to you.
Well, Brock. Oh, thank you so much. And since I trust you so much, I'm just gonna blindly take a bite.
Now, remind me, what does the blue?
It's the shout loudly.
Oh
It's
God! So the
fucking-
moment you take a bite, like the food just explodes from your mouth. And you're like, "Ah!" Like you just like scream at the top.
Perry gets that.
I'm dying.
Perry gets to have all the fun. This isn't fair.
I know, and I
we
know.
were
I know what this is. My Brock. You know what you did?
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
You hear this echo across the plains, and it's just like, "Fuck, fuck, 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 fuck." And then
Know what you did?
you hear off in the distance. You hear a.
It's a mating call.
He just snorted.
I can't stop.
It's in the distance. It's off in the distance where the knoll had left.
yeah.
Where the hovel.
Oh man,
Borok.
I think those Knolls are responding to it.
Yeah, Borok. You heard that is definitely a knoll like yelp.
I'm
Did
like
I get
in
any
fits of
messages back in the 7th day?
Wasn't he supposed to be here
Saying
on the
we're-
7th day?
Yeah, we're saying if they were coming my way or I don't know.
Throughout the day, throughout the week, you got correspondence between a few of the Thanes that have been going out doing patrols. What you've noticed is that there hasn't been any movement, any movement west of here.
Okay.
They've been kind of patrolling the areas out there. You've been also responding back, saying you're still waiting. There's no update. But now being in the update, the 8th day, you haven't seen. It's about midday now. You haven't seen that Knoll hunter show up that you let go.
But we did hear Knolls.
You did hear Knowles the moment Perry did his accidentally ate his loud sandwich.
Well, at least we know they're around. I say we make our way.
Brock.
Thank you. I just made you some Knoll's pretty little girlfriend, so.
Oh, don't blame
Right, right.
Borok. It's my fault, Perry. Just having some fun with you.
Idiot.
Oh, so it was you. Huh. maybe I need to reevaluate the circle of trust in this group. Is that not right, Waawaatesi?
Hey, we only poke fun at the ones we love.
You see, when Waawaatesi gives me drugs that gets me effed up. Yeah, I'm still trying to yell here. Listen, when Waawaatesi gives me things, it makes me feel good about myself, not yelling uncontrollably like some unintelligible savage.
But it sure made you look funny.
Oh yeah, funny at my expense. Yes.
Well,
you know what? Whatever.
I mean,
All right. Well,
normally
if we're done,
How
sorry,
long
go
does
ahead.
he have to yell for?
the rest of the game.
I gotta see what the grung poison thing is again. Let me take a look. How long it lasts. Oh god. There it is. It's only it loses its potency after 1 minute. So after 1 minute of yelling, you're done. You're gone.
I am just going to
Just
sit
long
there
enough
and
to get
pout.
a boyfriend.
Well, he's pouting. Perry, here, have some of my bear sandwich.
I inspect the bear sandwich for blue goop.
Roll an investigation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This time it was a 17.
17. You put your eye right up to that sandwich. You do not see a trace of blue goop. Or
Perry, I take trust very personally. I know. I was just having some fun. I wouldn't do it twice.
I eat the whole thing.
okay.
Eat the whole thing.
Okay. You ate it. You're all
Whole
good.
thing.
It's all, you're fine. You're satiated now.
And then I start going and gathering up my stuff to leave for the day because I'm very, and I do it very like passively, like when your wife is angry at you but doesn't tell you. So I'm slamming things here and there and just like,
And you're like, and you just hear like this whole packing up. Like Perry opens a book for no reason, then slams it closed. Just to
yeah,
get,
exactly. Yeah.
It's like a toddler having a tantrum.
all right.
You know what?
Well, if you guys
I
are
was
all
say
finished
Peter's
here,
the only one here married, so
I'm going to secretly prepare. I'm going to go take a few minutes and prepare my spell book for the day.
okay.
So I'm going to take something out here. Mm-hmm. Let's see which one I should take out. Well, I'm going to worry about it. It'll be a secret.
Oh God.
is there any
All
water
right, what's everyone else
nearby?
doing here? Is there any water nearby?
Yeah.
Just the well that was near the
Well,
that was in the ruined farm village. Well, over
come on,
there.
Ty. Come on, Ty.
well,
You did it so many times.
what's that?
You said well so many times after we
I know.
encountered the well.
I know.
Okay, so there's not like a stream or anything nearby. Dang it.
Why do you need a
Brock,
bath?
I just wanted to
Brock
go
is
for a
sitting
swim.
up on his horse, ready to go, doing like the
As he-
John Travolta and GIF, where he's just kind of like looking around, being like, "Why the fuck are you guys dawdling? Like we're supposed to be? We're gonna meet someone somewhere."
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna look at Brock and be like, and I'm like pointing
are
at the
we-
horse, like, and then at myself, and then
Yeah, get on the horse. Yeah.
lift me up.
Is that? I'll get off my horse and go over and help him on his horse, and then I'll get back on my horse.
Thank
He
you.
lifts you up on the horse there. So, Borok, what's the plan that you want to? Are you going to be riding out in the direction that they left, or?
We're gonna be riding in the direction of that town,
Okay.
and then if they don't meet us there, since we heard those yips, I think we just go bum rush that camp.
I like it.
Let's just go take them all out as we go.
Before we go, I'm going to cast Mage Armor because I am a preparer.
I'm gonna pick
Okay.
Gary up and put him up on the horse and then climb on the horse.
Did you ask his consent?
You?
All right.
when he
Do I have
walked
your
over to me, I
consent
put
to
my
put
arms
you
up.
on the horse?
No, as you were walking over to me, I knew it was going on, and I gave like a dirty look to Grjorn, and I put my hands up.
It's like a baby wanting to be picked up.
Yeah, just like you pick up a toddler and you put him on the horse. Up. So you put him up, and
Just do
you
his
guys
hands
make
like
your
this.
way down. You make your way down the hill and towards the ruined village. While you're there, I mean, you still see the bodies that were slain in the previous attack, and with the tobacco still sitting on them. You wait for another hour or two, but there's no arrival.
The way that he said sounded like he was going to say roll for initiative,
Mm-hmm.
and got me a little worried.
Excited. Borok. Doesn't. Are we sure
Yeah.
we're sure they're coming? Can we send out some scouts or something? Maybe some. Oh, Waawaatesi, you could. You're good with animals, couldn't you? Well, I don't know. You could fly around or something, and I don't know. Somebody come up with an idea.
I mean,
You can come up with one. Let me lead the charge on this one.
Oh, great. I support you, Perry.
Oh God.
So, here's my plan. I'm going to scout ahead someone who's very, very sneaky, and I'm looking over at Waawaatesi. And we're going to get you to go up, tell us the layout of the lair, and then you'll come back, report it, and then I'll have my plan.
Okay. And Bo,
Or
are
you
you
can also
okay
ask
with this
plants.
plan?
You can ask some plants about some of their movements. That would be great too.
What do you mean, ask
I mean-
plants? What?
Nothing. Shush.
Sorry, I was looking at spells. Well, what did you say, Perry? I was just kind of thinking in my head there. I should pay
Perry
more
wa-
attention to you. I apologize.
Perry wants me to go and scout ahead and come back
Yeah,
and
and we'll wait
let
here.
everyone know here.
Well,
what is happening.
why doesn't Perry jump on your back, and then you two both can go scout ahead, and you're not alone?
Because
wanted to stay here
I
and
need to
plan.
think of the plan. I need to think of the
All right.
plan.
Well, then I'll take my horse with you, and we'll go and scout.
Brock, you
And
are
leave
loud
these
and
two.
boisterous. You are loud and
I'm
boisterous.
actually
Let's
not.
sneaky. Oh my goodness, he doesn't even listen.
Well, fine. I will stick
Size of
around here.
cowboy.
What?
Brock,
Size of
I,
cowboy, yeah.
I said I will plan today's raid. So,
And I
Waawaatesi,
supported it.
All right.
you go scout ahead and come back and report your findings, and we will rate here.
Oh, that's what's happening. Okay, you know what? I really want to see how this plays out. So, yeah, let's do this.
All right, well, Waawaatesi, under those orders, how are you going about doing this?
I mean, if Bo is coming and he's just riding his horse, why am I not just
No,
riding the horse?
He's not coming.
we're following Perry. We're following Perry's lead today. So, I figure this is a good way for
So
you guys to exercise your right to make plans.
So I'm
So-
going to turn into an animal that you can ride on my back while we have horses here.
Nobody's riding on your back.
you're
You're
going by
going by
yourself.
yourself.
No, you're going by
Oh, okay.
yourself.
Okay. All right then.
So pick something fast
Wow.
and
And stealthy.
stealthy. Preferably
going-
tough too, just in case.
I will turn into a panther.
Good
Okay,
call.
you turn into your panther, and you start to make your way out. I want you to make a stealth check with the panther stats, please.
I rolled a 15. I rolled a 15, but I have to find the panther.
Panther stats looks like. Is it Dex with stealth?
Dex is +2.
Yeah. Okay. So you also have keen smell, which is you have advantage on wisdom perception checks to just let you know for that after.
Yeah.
But Waawaatesi, you hop off in your panther form through the tall grass, past the area where the camp was, where you had your fight, and in the direction where you remember where you released the Knoll hunter. After a good amount of research, a good amount of time looking and getting some research to bring back, you're probably about an hour or two in before you stumble upon a very familiar corpse. There was the corpse of the Knoll hunter with 3 arrows in its back. The Knoll looks to be as if it was walking back to the village to meet you. You can tell just by the way where it's fallen and where it's laid out right now. It's in the direction back to the village, not on the way back to the area as it was leaving. With your keen smell, can you do a perception check? And you have advantage on that.
Would you say she's within 120 feet?
I
Of
rolled
you?
a nat 20.
No.
Okay.
She's out right now. Okay, so nat 20, it's fine. You can tell
what?
by just what?
Oh, crit!
Oh, crit!
Oh shoot! So with that nat 20, you discern that this just off the smell alone, and even just a touch by placing a paw on this Knoll, that this Knoll died recently. This didn't happen not too long ago. Yeah.
Would I
There
be
you go.
able to tell if there was anybody else in the area, like close by, or have they all gone?
Oh yeah, you know, with the now with the keen, that's only for the smell, but you do smell in the area that there are more distinct scents of other gnolls. As you kind of proceed a little further cautiously, you smell that, and you also give me an investigation check, please.
What does that fall under?
So it's a
For, I know, but for for a panther.
It's wisdom, 2.
So +2, so 13.
Okay, so you can see that there are pretty easily. You see in the dirt that there's 3 tracks. One track leads right up to the recently deceased Knoll hunter, and then there's 2 other tracks that are similar Knoll tracks, and it seems like they stop at one point and just turn around and go right back in.
Okay.
Right back towards the area that the direction that they came from. Sorry.
Okay, I will go back to my group and tell them.
So in total, she's gone about 4 hours. The time there was a lot of time gone.
Yeah, so I was telling the guy I'm from this island called Navigawa, and he just looked at me like he had no clue what I was talking about.
And you see Waawaatesi bounding back over in her panther form.
I'll change back. When I get
Yeah. Well, welcome back.
Yes, so there was the reason why he didn't make it back is because he's dead.
Oh.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, was there any sign of anybody else or the rest of his clan somewhere or anything like that?
Did you see the enemy camp?
There was 3 sets of tracks, and he had 3 arrows in his back, like he was coming back to talk to us, but was killed on his way.
Wait, Waawaatesi, did you not see the enemy camp?
No, it's about a day's travel from here.
Did you happen to?
Bad.
How far out is he?
I mean, I've been gone.
I want to go
4
take a look at the
hours,
arrows. That
2 hours out. 2 hours out.
I said I've been
Hours
gone
out.
for 4 hours, so it's about 2 hours each way.
All right. Well,
the
what did you
tracks-
look at the arrows? What the arrows look like?
The tracks that were around him were other gnolls.
Oh, so he was killed by his other gnolls by the looks of it.
Well, why
Again,
would they
the
do that?
arrows. Do the arrows look like Knoll arrows, or the arrows look like Bloodhand arrows? I assume you'd know this.
Waawaatesi, no, it definitely was. These are definitely like really ramshackle put together arrows. They're not nothing the Bloodhand make from what you saw.
Okay.
All right. So the Knolls then. So why would the Knolls kill their own that far back? Unless they thought something was suspicious.
So did Perry come up with a plan?
Well,
I mean,
my
right,
plan,
yes, plan.
That was the whole reason why I left.
well, my plan was for you to scout the Knoll camp out so that we can get a layout of their camp and then provide a plan there. I can't provide a plan without the layout.
Oh, so you wanted to do this at the Knoll camp, not this one.
Yeah, well, I thought we were attacking the Knoll camp today.
No, Perry, we were going to meet the Knolls at this abandoned town and then hopefully attack them here. The camp was 2 more days ride.
Waawaatesi, did you see the abandoned town? And do you have a layout of the town so we know a plan of attack?
I think we're standing in the middle of the abandoned town right now.
Yeah, you're in the middle of the town right now.
Oh boy.
Perry, are you blind?
Nope, just I had a lot of that tea yesterday and it made me very relaxed. Fine, let's head to the Knoll camp and then we'll camp outside of it, and Waawaatesi, you go get a vantage point, scout the camp, and come back with your findings. Thank you.
I like that.
Support Perry.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Go.
We'll support Perry.
Start stomping off.
Yeah,
Now that he's got his wits about him.
Hold on, Perry. We're not. I think are we taking the horses trudging through here, or what's the plan?
Yeah, we got horses, Perry. This is a day's ride. At least.
Yeah, with the horses, you definitely can make it there in a day's time. It's just by foot, it's 2 days.
Yeah, it's 2 days.
Borok.
Yeah. Oh, well, Waawaatesi, can you help?
No. I'll take care of it. Don't you worry.
I'm gonna walk over and grab him by like the scruff of his neck and toss him up onto the.
I'm much bigger than that. I don't think it would be possible to toss.
It'd be like trying to lift
like
a bunch of.
the back of
Like
your
he's
neck
still
and
like
your-
250
the ass-
pounds.
The back of your neck and the ass of your pants, and just like heave you up.
I'll allow it.
All right. So I guess under Perry's command, you're
Right.
You're going towards the hovel. So
Bo, were you drinking the tea?
Lead the way, Perry.
You're letting Perry make decision.
No, I'm just curious to see how this goes. I mean, if we get into any real trouble, I'll take over here. But you got to give Perry, a little bit of responsibility. This is
Really though?
Yeah. This is what you call a team building exercise.
Perry, are you on a horse solo right now?
Yeah, because I'm the leader.
So Perry's like a few feet in front of you guys on his horse, and he's walking like he's like
So am I on the
his
horse with
like, very-
Grjorn then? Or am I
we're
just walking
sharing the
by
horse.
myself?
Get off my cloud.
And
That's the name of my horse.
You, as you guys are having this discussion, you just get to the point of where this deceased Knoll hunter was, and Borok, you can easily tell that these are Knoll arrows that are in his back. You quickly pick up the tracks that are leading back to the hovel, but don't worry, Perry's going in the wrong direction. Wait, Perry. No, sorry. Roll a nature check, brother.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm joking.
21. Yeah, send me the opposite direction.
Okay.
No.
So
go ahead.
Perry quickly goes, oh, and he like puts it back on the direction, and he's following right down he's on it. You can't
And
even.
I support it.
See, this is what happens with when you just give him a little bit, of something. He's proud of himself, like he's sitting up straight, He's he's working with the team. You just gotta let it go sometimes.
I'm not sure I support the singing.
Oh, man, that's feeling free. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time, you
walking on
feeling
sunshine.
free. I'm walking on sunshine. Why should I add that to the playlist?
Oh yeah, you really should.
That's being added right now. Yeah. There's a lot of songs I wanted to add to that, but it was like all girl. It's just like lover stuff. And I'm like, well, Perry, all right.
He's a little bit of a lover, but he's also a fighter.
I'm walking on sunshine.
But as you continue to work your way through navigation, Perry is actually doing really well in regards to directing you towards the hovel. As night begins to fall, you happen upon an outstretched fingers of the Scalebearer Mountains. Through your whole time, you've been keeping the Scalebearer Mountains to your right, and you've been kind of following to your left. Sorry, I've been following them along there. But hidden behind piles of rubble and trash is a cave. The corpse of a large decaying creature lays a few feet in front of the entrance. As the wind shifts, a pungent smell hits your nostrils. The entrance remains unguarded, but
Oh, Grjorn, is that you?
I don't think so.
you hear almost animalistic cackles off in the distance.
Well, Perry, what do you think?
Put my fist up like this, and I stop.
No, stop.
Oh, hey,
Hear that?
girl. Whoa there, girl.
Hear that?
Aye.
I think there's gnolls in the distance.
Who knows?
Okay, perhaps we should dismount, and then we'll make the rest of the way on foot. Wait, Rock, how far away are those yips and yells?
Waawaatesi, what are your elf ears here?
Do a perception check, please.
Oh my god. Oh, we're back there.
Back to dice jail.
Yep. That's an 11.
All right, how far do you think they are?
That's with a +8 perception. So.
As you begin to listen, the first thing you discern is that animalistic cackling that you heard is not gnolls. That's hyenas, and it's coming from inside this rather large opening in the side of one of the hillside mountains that are dotted along the top part of the Temravi Plains.
So I will tell them that it's not gnolls, that it's hyenas.
You tell them that.
Yeah, guys, those definitely not gnolls.
It's kind of what I figured, but
who knows what
Perry.
it is.
No, wow. So Perry, that was going to be my next question. Since you can see that large cave over there and the dead animal outside of it, what do you think we should do next?
What is the dead animal?
Do you think the gnolls? Now I'll ask you, Borok. Do you think the gnolls are living in that cave?
No, not at all. I think that there's hyenas or other creatures in that cave. And I think it could be good for us to maybe stay the night since it is getting late in there if we clear it out.
Yeah.
There could also be something fun inside there to fight. Who knows? What is the
large dead creature?
Roll a investigation, please.
One of us or all of us?
18.
Whoever wants to.
I will. I certainly will. Perception or investigation?
Investigation, please.
It's a 9 for me.
Mine was an 18.
I rolled a 5.
I mean, if everybody else says, that did not help. I rolled a 4.
Okay. So, Waawaatesi, what did you roll? 18?
Yes.
Okay. So, as everyone's trying to strain and look over, you focus your eyes a little bit and you see that this is the dead, decaying corpse of a hill giant. And what's interesting is that there are remains of gnolls collapsed underneath its dead body. There's gnoll legs sticking out, or there's a half of a gnoll sticking out by its shoulder. It seems like where it died, some gnolls unfortunately got caught underneath.
Y'all see this?
Yeah, that's massive. Oh,
You don't. You don't. Your roll did not see that.
But I can see it now.
No, you can't.
Well, if you get
Your
out,
roll.
if you moved out of the way, I can see it. Wait, am I driving this horse or are you driving this horse? Yeah, who's riding? Who's riding?
You guys are not very quiet for.
I don't need to be quiet. I want. Oh, can I harvest some of the? Can I harvest teeth and nails and things? I want hill giant something, and gnolls something.
Can I tell you all that it's a hill giant before you jump to conclusions there? Because your low ass roll is not telling you what this is.
That was an 8.
Rolling for shits and giggles over here.
So, Waawaatesi, you take your time to tell them that it is the dead hill giant that you saw. There's gnolls on top of it, underneath it as well.
So I'm gonna start off and be like, well, there's some dead gnolls and
and
a dead
a what?
Grjorn.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Well, get on with the story. I'm getting off the horse so I can see the damn hill giant myself.
Okay.
Roll for investigation, that jerk.
Grjorn hops off the horse and walks towards the hill giant.
Does he do a cartwheel?
No. Grjorn, as you begin to focus, you can out of your periphery, you can see that inside this opening, which conveniently is the same size of the hill giant, you do see a bunch of almost wooden barricades set up inside.
Maybe I won't go and harvest it just yet. Barry, you're in charge, right? Take a look at that. This is interesting.
Well, my plan was to lead the charge on the Knoll camp, but perhaps maybe we can lead the charge on here. But as a leader, I would like to ask the opinion of my fellow compadres. Borok, Grjorn, Waawaatesi, what do you think about infiltrating this cave?
Well, there is a dead hill giant.
Yeah, the one that I saw already.
Yeah, but they didn't.
So, folks, I don't know about you, but I think trying to take on a hill giant
No, this one's already
might
dead.
be above our stature. Okay, correct. But I think if we took on a hill giant, that would be above our stature. What could be in that cave could take on a hill giant?
I don't know.
Would hurt us.
But why is the...
Unless now their troop is depleted because they took down a hill giant.
Why is it barricaded, Barry?
You mean, is it barricaded? I can't see.
Yeah, it's barricaded right there. Do you see the wood and the spikes and the things? That means the hill giant's not in there anymore.
If that was the situation, I would say that this is most likely going to be the Knoll encampment.
Who knows?
If they've taken up...
How do you feel about going in there as a panther and checking it out?
I wish we could go invisible.
Well, I do have that fun spell.
What?
That makes us really quiet.
I'll do it. Pass without a trace as well.
Nope, I'll do it. I'll go invisible. And I will check this out. I will go into the cave.
Fearless leader.
And I will do this. So
That's it. Perry, take it by the balls. Let's go.
without even consulting the group, I start walking towards the entrance of the cave, towards the corpse of the hill giant.
Do you have dark vision, by the way?
No. Do not.
So you
This is freaking hilarious.
tiptoe past. Did you cast invisible already?
Not yet. No, I'm walking towards visible. No.
Okay, so you walk towards the hill giant visible. Your eyes aren't really adjusting to the darkness that's inside because you can see a very, very dim firelight further into the the cave here. But Perry, can you do a investigation, a perception check, sorry, with disadvantage because you're trying to look into this cave? 8? You can't really tell much other than that dim firelight in the very, very far distance inside the cave.
Okay. I turn around and I come back. There's nothing in the cave but a dim firelight.
That means somebody's home, Perry. That's not nothing.
Okay.
Perry, we need some more intel than that.
Well. Okay.
I am going to.
Fine. I turn around. I start walking back towards the cave. I get to the entrance of the cave, and I cast invisibility.
There you go.
All right.
I am going to walk
Yeah,
up towards the cave, and I'm gonna cast Primal Savagery
Ooh.
and follow in behind Invisible Perry.
What does Primal
Okay.
Savagery do?
I think that's just a.
No, it's my fingers turn into claws
yeah,
or
right.
like all of. It just makes me more badass.
I whisper.
Yeah.
Waawaatesi,
I think it's just a
Waawaatesi.
cantrip.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Got this. I have to prove my worth. I have to prove my worth to the group. Let me do it.
Just here, just in case, Perry. Well, you can handle yourself.
Or I can see you. I'm gonna do this invisible, get the scouting report, and then come back.
Okay, I'll just wait here at the entrance, and you can go ahead.
And while they're doing that,
Okay,
can
if
I
I-
harvest the damn hill
if I-
giant's teeth and
If I
nails?
scream, then you know I'm not safe. Okay?
Clearly.
I trust your perceptive ability to find me. Okay.
All right.
And I put my hand, my right hand on the wall of the cave. I start making my way forward stealthily.
Okay. Perry, as you cast yourself invisible, Waawaatesi, you see Perry just disappear from your existence there. You can't really see where he is. But Perry, could you please regard the screen? As you enter in, you can't really see too much past. Oh, sorry, Greg. You're gonna have to fix it for the Twitch stream. You're gonna have to zoom out.
Oh, there
a bit.
is something there. Yeah, I was like, I can't see
Yeah.
anything.
Oh, I'll wait a second till it gets adjusted. Zoom out to 70. Let's just say, and then spacebar over there. Okay, so Perry, as you walk in, you see these wooden barricades and what sounds like, what also looks like trash and rubble, kind of piled up against it. You still hear the animal cackles, and you hear you hear some water dripping in the distance.
So what I do, gonna follow my hand along the cave, but if I see the barricades, I'll kind of go around them a little bit. For some reason, I can't select my character to move through the center there, but that's what I'll do.
Oh God, dang! Sorry, I fixed it. I'll fix it here. Control, but I forgot to put who's controlling it.
I'm gonna do this stealthily, very slow, very quietly. Walk through the center there because that's what I can see.
You should be able to move them now.
Okay, I move there.
Okay. As you continue to move, unfortunately, there's not a lot of light here. You really only see maybe 10 feet in front of you. There's a little bit more of a path here.
I will go along the right side of the wall.
Right side of the wall, okay. Moving a little bit closer, you get the smell. You start to smell almost decaying meat mixed with like when you step in at the zoo at like the elephant cages.
Yeah, the dirty camels.
This is what you see so far in front of you.
Uh-oh. Did he disconnect?
We lost Perry!
Perry, no! He got lost!
And that's the last you heard, Perry. Okay, so I lost you as soon as you said decay. So try that again. So I can move to the right side, put my hand along the right, and I try to walk very stealthily along the side there.
Right, so as you walk further to the side, you start to smell decaying flesh, and you still hear the cackles, but you also can hear you can smell like what it smells like when you walk into the zoo, like the elephant cages or like the rhino cages. Like it's stuff like that. You can start smelling that too.
Okay, gross. I will move myself along the right side of the wall, very quietly and stealthily.
Okay. On the right side of the wall, still, you're going around. Once again, really only seeing 10 feet in front of you. You can see, though, that the light that you were seeing not too far away, sorry, I've got to friggin' get there it is. You can see a little bit of light coming in from this area right over here. You see light coming in from there, but from 10 feet here, you also see what seems to be another barricade, but with a gate that's left a little open.
Okay. Take another step forward.
Okay. Roll a stealth. Wait, you're invisible still, right?
I am, yeah. But I am moving quietly and stealthily.
Okay, roll a stealth, please.
5.
Does he get advantage because he's invisible or nah?
You don't.
We'll say this: if anyone's trying to track me, they have disadvantage on that. That's just my nature wood thing. But I know no one's trying to track me right now. But I just want to let you know that. Okay.
So Perry, this is what you see right now. You see that gate still, and you see a little bit more towards the going down the side where the light is, but there's this little barricade with like a really ramshackle gate put up.
Okay, I'm going to switch to the left side here.
Okay.
The wall this side.
All right. So another 10 feet in front of you. I'm going to do a little 10-foot square here. You see just a little bit more. It seems like you're like kind of in this cave entrance. And also, I forgot to point out where the barricade was. It looked like there was an opening mined out from what used to be an existing larger area. So you move another 10 feet.
Yeah, I just
and I'll say like you revealed this much so far. This is obviously not great for a podcast format, but you see a more ground, and you're kind of following your hand along the rock wall, and you can see the firelight coming up a little bit more. As you come around the corner, you see the following. Your eyes are beginning to adjust a little bit to the light as there's more light being flooded in, you can see that there is a campfire lit in this area. And let me reveal this whole area for you, because you can see it.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Can you hear me when I'm whispering?
What's that, Perry?
Okay. I'll move one more spot.
You see this whole area, and as you walk in, you see torn apart tents. You see almost little hay bales brought together into making like little beds. There's pieces of bone and half-gnawed bone, decaying meat, old like sacks of flour ripped open. There's broken weapons all over the ground, and there's small little campfires lit, and one of them extinguished, and it seems to be some sort of sleeping area, let's say.
Okay, make my way over to this corner here, as I can see it, so I'll go right here.
Okay. As you make your way over, your light, you can start to see, was it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? All right. You see another fire off in the distance. Sorry, I'm not great with Roll20 right now. But Perry, before you move,
yes,
just because I don't want you to get into something you don't like, you see 3 gnolls standing around a campfire, just eating food. One's gnawing on a bone. Around the corner where you went. Sorry, you might have to go over a bit.
Right here? Oh, you mean in my map? Okay, yeah, I see now. Okay. All right, so down that little narrow path into another room. Okay, so I see 3 gnolls there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see 3 gnolls there. Okay.
All 3 of them gnolls?
Who knows?
Yep.
Okay. All right. It's fine. Okay, I'm going to make my way back. I'm going to go over to this side of the wall.
Roll a stealth check, please.
Rolled a crit
Barry.
1, but I'm lucky, so I'm going to re-roll it. I just lost that D20. I just lost that D20, so it's over the table. I rolled a 14.
14. Okay. You almost trip over a rock as you're like looking to leave pretty expeditiously, and then you catch yourself just before you're about to trip, and you make your way back out.
Okay. So I'm going to remember that in my keen mind. I'm going to make myself along this wall, this side over here, back into this room. Go back the way I came, where that little sleeping area is, not through the narrow path. I'm describing this for the podcasty, back through another narrow path. I have my hand now, and I remember to myself, okay, now you're switched back to right side. Okay. I'm going to follow along this way.
All right. Once again, you're kind of going back into that cave light. You can't see too much. It seems to be, you're almost like standing in just on a wide open area, and it's just dirt floor right now.
Uh-oh, did we lose Barry again?
I think we did lose Barry.
Yeah, he's not moving.
Perry!
What did everybody?
Oh God!
Oh God, Perry!
So while we're waiting for Perry there, I made this map in
I was going to ask,
Incarnate,
did you make
everybody.
this? Yeah, nice.
I made this map in Incarnate. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Did you try out the one of the thing that was sent?
What?
The ones where it was like you could build up this whole like.
Oh, the 3D one?
Yeah, the 3D interactive.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Perry, he's back.
I'm back. Okay, so sorry, folks. So fun fact, I wrote a new laptop so that I'm no longer using from 2012. I didn't hear anything that you said to me. I cut out there.
It's okay. So what happened was when you walked originally, I'm just going to put you back to where you moved first, right here.
Yeah.
You kind of walked, and as you stepped forward about another 5 feet, you don't really see any walls other than the ones that you've already kind of discovered and sorted out there.
Okay.
You're kind of just standing in like this open spot, just in the dirt right now.
Okay, I go back to the wall.
Okay. And as you're at this wall here, you can see the rock
Dwayne Johnson.
is kind of Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Yes, exactly. You can see just about a little bit further ahead of you. You can see you can almost kind of follow along the side here.
That's what I'm gonna do. Follow along the side here.
All right. As you kind of now you have your left hand on the wall and you're following it down. You feel like the smoothed rock, but as you're going through, you almost feel like it's been like chiseled and pickaxed out.
Okay.
As you move a little bit further, you see a little alcove, or an opening of a alcove of some sorts. And you see like what the outlines of like a little entrance here. You can't see the other wall just as of yet.
Okay, I'll go to this part. Which is just like kind of...
How long's invisible, by the way?
An hour, so I'm pretty good.
Oh yeah, you're good. You're only like, you really only been here like 20 minutes so far. You now see a little bit of this rock wall in front of you, and you can't see a little bit too far, but you know the little area on your left is just seems an opening going into darkness right now.
Okay, I'm gonna move along the wall here again and go kind of up this way. So kind of go around that walk and go back up a little bit.
You enter into here and you see just a small little alcove. There's some overturned stools. There's a broken plate and some cobwebs and what seems to be a decaying corpse in there. But this is very much a very small little room here.
I'll go to the side of this wall here, where that little the other side of the alcove there, and I'll go along the wall there.
Okay. You see a little bit in front of you here. You can just make out this is a hallway.
Okay. Travel up this side of that hallway, up a little bit more.
Okay, roll a stealth check, please.
15.
15. All right. As you kind of get into this hallway,
fuck. Don't roll, bro. Don't roll.
you almost hear.
Don't
You
roll,
see-
bro. Don't roll.
You see some more firelight off in the distance, and your eyes begin to adjust again. You see the knolls there, and you hear just a.
Oh no. Oh no.
And the other knolls, some of the smaller ones kind of their ears peek up and they start looking around, and they're all like now sniffing in the air, just.
Okay, I slowly move my way back.
Okay.
Back to there. Okay. Here we go.
So you're back here now. You can see that there's a little rock wall. It's almost a little hallway. You see some more piles of trash. This place is just filled with trash and gnawed bones and something you expect a humanoid dog to leave everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will
Nasty noise.
travel along this wall. I'll travel along this wall down to this way here. So I travel down away from the knoll fire because I can see that path connects to each other to the original campfire with the three knolls around it. So I'll go back. I'll go away from them and down deeper into the cave.
So what you see so far is just another rock wall into here. and you see a little path kind of going to your left right now. As you look down this way, you see a little hallway. Quick, let's go back just because now it's been about half hour, 35 minutes of Perry not responding to you guys. What's going on outside the camp? Currently, you're just on your horses, or Grjorn, I know, wanted to harvest some of the hill giant.
Yeah.
So, Grjorn, roll a nature check, please.
Oh, it's 14.
Okay, 14. You managed to get, and as gross as it sounds, you managed to get 3 hill giant toenails from this guy. But as you get up closer to the body, you see it's been hacked and shot at with all these really ramshackle weapons and arrows. What you've been able to discern is it seems maybe the hill giant and the gnolls were fighting a bit beforehand.
He put up a good fight.
Yep. Perry keeps scouting. So Perry, as you, anyone else want to do anything while Perry's scouting at the area down there?
I'm starting to get a little on edge.
If you guys aren't really going to do anything in particular before, like as I'm done, I'm going to put my finger to my ear and be like, "Hey Perry, how you doing in there, bud?" And use message. Uh-oh. Did we lose Peter as well?
No.
Oh,
I'm here.
Yeah. It didn't look like you were moving. I think Perry's
gone
AFK.
now.
Perry is AFK for a second.
Okay. So we will do that later. Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm going to tie up the horses on kind of an outside, basically where someone won't find them.
Okay.
Or hopefully someone won't find them, and then just head over the mouth of the cave and be ready for whenever we have to go in there and help Perry.
For sure.
I'm just
All right.
sitting at the mouth of the cave, just listening for Perry.
Okay,
Perry's
I'm back.
back. Yay.
I'm back. Sorry, folks. I had to pee.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put my finger to my ear and I say, "Hey Pete, hey Perry, how you doing in there, bud?"
So far, so good. I've seen 3 gnolls in here. That's about it so far.
Everything, you're safe and sound then?
Yeah, I'm safe and sound, but I'm gonna continue to do what I can here and try and scout out as much as I can. Okay, wait, I gotta go. Then I start making my way this way, Peter.
Good luck.
All right. So another 10 feet in front of you. You don't really see too much other than you see another little hallway here. And I'm just kind of, for reference sake, I'm just clearing out areas that you've already been to that kind of, I don't need to fill in everything. But,
yeah.
So the little hallway, as you're walking down still, guess what? Another hallway, brother.
I thought you were going to say something much worse than that.
Well, also, roll a stealth check.
I thought he was going to say roll for initiative.
19 this time.
We're not paranoid at all, are we?
Okay. Perry, as you're kind of quieting yourself and moving around, you definitely hear like the growls and barks, and the growls and barks seem to go into two different into multiple directions. This is coming from the gnolls that you recently heard and saw.
Okay.
It seems like they've might have dispersed to go and look around.
Shit. I will move my way over here.
Okay. As you keep moving, Perry, you see about
deeper into the cave.
Okay. You see just this in front of you, a little hallway and another little rock formation with piles of rubble scattered about it.
Okay. I'll move my way up a little bit further into this alcove.
Seems to be in a little bit of a hallway here.
Okay, I'll keep continuing up into this alcove a little bit.
Okay. And you see broken pickaxes on the ground, some more trash. It seems wherever they stop mining or stop creating space, they just use it as a garbage dump. This area smells terrible. There's
Okay.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Shit.
Okay.
Exactly, that's the smell.
Oh, they're pooping in the corner.
17.
17. Okay, you manage to you hear you get the smell of excrement, rotting, decaying flesh, and God knows what else, and you manage to just, and you hold back a gag or whatever was coming up from you.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I will continue along down the wall away from that shitty corner.
Okay. So you see a little bit further into here. Patting your way down, using the walls as your guide, you keep moving and you see what seems to be another 2 hallways.
Okay.
Harry, any updates on getting Nancy?
I'm not going to reply to him. And I'm going to go over to the other side of this here, and I'm going to go down this way.
Borok, he never responded that time. Do we need to go in?
Think about that.
We're moving in.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Quickly to resolve. So Perry, hang tight. Borok,
Didn't think about that.
Waawaatesi- Borok, Waawaatesi, as you make your way in here,
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace first before we.
all right. You all have dark vision, so
Yeah.
it's no problem adjusting to the light here.
I'm gonna see if I can pick up Perry's footsteps.
Roll nature
Roll nature check.
with advantage because you know Perry.
That is a 17.
All right. You see here, as you guys are at this entrance here, you can see that the footsteps go pretty in one direction, which is keep constantly further down. So you're able to kind of discern where he is right now.
Right. Okay. Well, keep low. Let's move towards him, and
Roger
I'll
that.
start on my way towards Perry.
Okay.
Stealthily.
Stealthily. All right. Can all of you make stealth checks?
18.
Plus 10.
Me too as well. Here.
Yeah, mine was 18 with the
Cocked. That's dirty 20 for me.
All right.
Oh, mine's a nat 20.
Oh, crit!
Oh.
Oh, crit.
Waawaatesi, since you're a little bit deeper in, keep in mind, are you guys moving your actual distance here?
Sorry, yeah, we should be.
No, you are. You're fine.
Yeah.
You're moving your actual distances. That's all right.
Yeah.
Here, can I see?
So the intention right now is we didn't hear back from Perry. I'm trying to find Perry's or like where the troubles come from.
As you stealthily move past this one area, Borok, you see a Knoll kind of padding around what seems to be the sleeping arrangements for the Knolls. You just hear, and it's walking and it's chewing on a bone as it kind of lazily walks around with its dragging its sword behind it, just looking around.
All right, we're gonna. We all did well in the stealth there, did we not?
Yes, you did.
All right, we're just gonna keep moving. We're just gonna keep moving past.
Well, seeing that you guys have, dark vision, things open up a little bit more. You can see about 60 feet in dark vision, I believe.
Right.
So, where Waawaatesi is, she sees this whole hallway with a blue glow down it. Hold on, sorry, just revealing it right now. Didn't mean to draw a shape. Yeah, there's a blue glow down this hallway.
All right.
Okay. Are you guys going? Still, you going directly to?
Yeah, direct to Perry.
Okay, got it.
Wait, you can
Move
see
on.
Barry?
Keep moving.
No, he was tracking Perry.
They don't know where I am. I have no idea where I am.
Wait a second. You can actually see Perry for where he is. Perry, are you still there or are you moving?
He's technically invisible.
I'm invisible.
Oh shit, that's
I
right.
am invisible.
Yeah.
So they don't know where I am.
Yeah.
So as you guys are walking through here, you get an eerie feeling that this is empty. It's empty for no
reason.
For no reason.
Oh,
There seems to be no one in here other than just these 3 gnolls so far that Perry's seen. Borok, to pick up, you still pick up his trail. You know that he's kind of moving a little bit more into the little deeper into down the hallway over right in this area. I'm just gonna ping it around there. You know where he is.
Yeah.
I need you all to make another stealth check, please.
So,
Plus
Dude,
10.
here.
damn.
Yep.
Peter, you want me to make one?
Natural 20.
Oh, crit!
Natural
For a 38.
Holy shit! All right.
This time I only rolled 6.
I rolled.
Okay.
Right? No, I think it's higher than that. Hold on.
31.
Grjorn, where you move? Are you still there, bud?
So I'm still here, and I really want to do something, but you guys might get mad at me. Never mind.
Do it.
Nah. Seeing you guys move ahead, I'd probably try to follow, but I only rolled a 15.
You see the knoll, and the knoll's moving. It's with its back to you, a little bit further away, but it's still in the kind of lazily looking around.
Okay.
What kind of blue light is down?
It's not blue
It's
light
a
because you have dark
blue-
vision. You kind of see things in a.
No,
blue
he said there's a blue glow.
No,
coming
she
from down
does
the
see
hallway.
like it
Never
almost
mind.
seems like a little bit more of a brighter blue
Pay
glow. It is low light, low blue light. It's nothing that like is blinding or anything. It's just not pulsating. It's just a steady blue light.
But is it enough to catch my attention?
It would, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go down the
It's
hallway.
definitely different from the whole area.
Oh, I'm gonna head down that way.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my finger to my ear
You just-
and whisper.
You're just
Waawaatesi,
dipping.
where are you going?
So Waawaatesi, as you move down, you can see this hallway, and you can see one of the sources of this glowing light. You see these glowing blue mushrooms hanging off a wall.
Harry, did you just growl at me?
Are you gonna respond to me?
Yeah. I saw a blue light, and now I see there's these blue glowing mushrooms down here.
Great. Do you see Barry?
That's a negative.
Following Borok.
All right, Borok, as you keep moving, you do see down the hallway that you just passed another Knoll kind of patrolling down this way. He has his bow ready and he's sniffing the air.
I'll put my back to this here. I'll look over at Grjorn and just hold up my hand as in like a stop.
Okay.
And I'll, do the baseball signs. So, one guy right there.
Perry, what are you doing this?
Does Perry see Borok in the cave now?
I mean, depending on how you're facing, are you like? You definitely heard something.
I have my left hand on the wall, and if I heard something moving, I'd look over because I would think it's a Knoll, right? Because I don't know that they came in.
You heard a little shuffling, very, very, very faint. Keep in mind, Borok's stealth movement was amazing. So I don't know if you actually would have heard it if you were listening for it. But
Okay, so I don't hear it, but do I see him? See him?
I would say, yeah, you see him in your periphery right now.
Okay. I will then whisper, Rock. What the fuck? I told you to be outside.
Shit, what? We didn't hear from you. You can't do that. We didn't hear from you, so come in. How many Knolls around?
There's 3 up that hallway.
Perfect. I'm gonna peek around from the corner and shoot at this one. If there's only 3.
All right. You turn around and you let's do
Two shots. Yeah.
Let's do that shoot, man.
Fuck's sakes.
First one's Sharpshooter.
First one, Sharpshooter. Okay.
Yeah. That is a natural 16. So 21 to hit.
That hits.
Oh fuck! I forgot to Hunter's mark him. Oh well. That's good. 8 plus 12. 22 damage on the first shot.
Oh my god.
And then 9 plus, so 18 to hit on the second one, but a Hunter's mark first.
Okay.
With my bonus action, and that would be 11. That's 15 damage on the second.
All right. As you kind of lean with your back against the rock, and you kind of and just turn around the corner, and the Knoll.
Oh shit! That would be plus another, because he's already hurt once. My bad.
It's okay.
That's got another 6 damage. So, yeah.
Don't worry about it. I know Mr. Overkill. You turn around and you go, and the Knoll, before it even has time to react, there's 2 arrows just sunk right into one of it into its neck and the other one into its side, and it lets out this, and it falls over, dead. But you hear the echo going throughout the room, just, and then you hear.
So Perry hears that.
Yeah, you hear that, and you hear.
Oh shit!
You hear, and then there's more. Grjorn, from behind you. Whoops! I didn't mean to move the map. There we go. Perry, from behind you. Grjorn, from behind you, and you see the Knoll, and you hear from behind the path that you just went from the camp area, and then you hear more noises in the background. As there's more shuffling. I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Fuck.
Yeah, 23.
15.
It was a nat 20.
Oh, crit.
Don't say that.
17.
Nice.
All right. Sorry, and Borok was 15.
Yeah, 15.
Perry? Are you part of this combat? You don't have to be.
No,
You're
then I'm not going to roll
invisible.
this.
You don't have to do anything.
So do I know that they're in combat? I mean, I heard no.
You heard that. You heard.
Then I'll just put myself in the initiative order, and then we'll see if I know that I'm in combat or not.
Okay.
Well, I'm at 12.
All right. Give me a second, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, because I think by the time we've run through to his turn, he would have heard something, right?
Maybe. Sorry, because I didn't expect this to happen. But hey, this is what this showbiz.
Way to go, Ty. Again.
That's showbiz, baby.
That's showbiz, baby.
First you're throwing crystals into the water, and now you're freaking starting fights that we didn't need to have.
We needed to have him. Brock's here to kill. He's here to kill Knolls. I don't know what you guys thought we were getting into.
True.
And okay, I believe initiative has been set. Okay, top of the round. Grjorn, what are you doing, bud?
I'm gonna look at that Knoll back there, and I'm going to say, because I'm not 100% sure that I know where Perry is or that Borok was talking to Perry. I'm so far distance, and Borok just kind of turned around and started firing. So this was what I was gonna do earlier, and I'm gonna do it now. And I'm gonna say to the wolf, listen here, you stupid hyena face. Where's my Perry? And I'm gonna cast vicious mockery on him.
Okay, go ahead.
Does Perry hear that?
I'm sure the whole.
You definitely would have heard that.
Heard that.
That echoed.
That's
You don't trust me.
5 damage.
Okay.
And as my bonus, I don't
You
know
have to
all
make
the
a
words.
charisma saving throw.
I don't think so. I think it's just automatic damage. You
no,
only
you're
just take
right.
of insults. Oh, a wisdom saving throw, or take 2d4 damage.
Wisdom saving throw. Hold on. Let me do it. That was a. Don't worry about it. It was a fucking 4.
Okay.
So, and that was what damage?
5 damage.
5. All right. You smack that Knoll with some harsh words.
Yeah, I burned him good. I called him a hyena face.
You did.
And then I'm going to. Who'd we lose right now? Oh, there's Ty. I'm going to say. I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to look Borok straight in the face, and I'm not going to sing much. I'm just going to say, I know you're hungry like a wolf, and inspire him for the combat.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Next up, Waawaatesi, please, and thank you.
Ty, you've been inspired.
Okay, I've got an issue here with my
I heard.
equipment
Thank you.
first. So I have my double-bladed scimitar, and I've practiced using it in whatever with Emil.
Back at the.
Yep.
Yeah.
Emil,
So-
yep.
But when I bring it up so for my attacks, it says +0 for hit dice, but my scimitar is +7.
Should
Really?
probably be the same.
Well,
It should be the same.
But
Yeah.
like they're both equipped. I just
What's
don't know.
Is it a dex that you're using it with, or is it strength? Because if you're strength 0, and that's what it is.
My strength is 0. My dex
Yeah,
is
so that's
+4.
what
why would
that's
my
it's reading off the
scimitar-
strength.
Why would my scimitar be +7 and my double-bladed scimitar only be 0?
Because your regular scimitar is, I guess, dex based, and it would be your +4 plus your proficiency,
Yeah.
which is likely +3.
It's probably
But could it
best.
because she doesn't have a proficiency in whatever type of weapon that is? Like, what is it considered a different style of weapon?
It's a two-handed weapon.
And so she has proficiency in one-handed weapons, but not in two.
Correct. Yeah.
And that's why it's
and
showing
martial
up.
or simple weapons, most likely. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just have to add the feat to it or something.
Proficiency.
Yeah.
If you learned it. Yeah.
Okay. So just add +7 for now, and we can do that offline.
Okay.
Yep.
Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair. That's great.
13.
Okay. Where'd you run up to? Sorry.
I don't even know what I'm. I'm not. I don't. Do I have to attack something? I'm not.
You don't
Yeah,
have
do
to.
whatever you want.
You
Yeah,
do. Yeah,
I
you
don't-
can just keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
You might not even have noticed that we're attacking things.
Well,
You heard a noise. that's
I
about it.
hear you, but I'm focused on these blue mushrooms here because they're really, really cool, and I know that Perry wanted them.
Fine with me. I like to put them down alone anyway.
So I'm gonna go down this way. What's the plan?
Because that was a private conversation between that lady and I. You weren't there for that conversation, so
but you've talked about them since.
Oh, probably because Perry's like, oh.
Yeah, so I'm going to be trying to get these mushrooms over here.
Okay, that's your turn then.
Yes.
All right. So the one that you just viciously mocked there, Grjorn, is going to come around and unleash an attack at you.
Miss.
All right. It has its sword. It's a sword in hand, but it doesn't even care. It drops its bone and it's just gonna go bite you.
Miss.
That is a 13 to hit.
That misses.
That's it. That's its turn. Okay. And it just kind of stands there and just
Like a dog
snarls
without
at
a
you.
bone.
Borok, your turn.
Yeah, I will move my hunter's mark over to this guy and shoot 2 arrows at him.
All right.
Yeah, first one.
And you don't have disadvantage because of the hunter's mark, right? You know
The sharpshooter. Yeah, sharpshooter and hunter's mark.
Okay.
So sharpshooter, first one. Oh, that's a nat 1, which would be a 5 to hit.
Okay, but it's a nat 1.
Yeah.
So you're gonna roll that damage for Grjorn.
Oh. 5 plus
The sharpshooter.
9.
But not the
That's
hunter's mark.
19 No, it wouldn't be hunter's mark, but that's 19 damage with the sharpshooter.
Woo.
You fumble a bit and you just loose an arrow and just like it just sinks directly into Grjorn's thigh meat.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
19 points of
What
damage to you.
Yeah, sorry. Second shot.
Wait, that was Borok.
That's 20 over 20 to hit.
Yeah.
And you're gonna steal my kill? Rude.
13. That's 13 damage on the second.
That drops it just completely. As you loose that other arrow, you kind of get your bearings again, and you just find another arrow just right in the center of its skull, and it just falls down, out completely.
That one counts as mine.
Yeah, I mean, you never even hit it. Did you?
I did. At least I could hit the right
All right.
frickin' thing there, Borok.
Yeah, I feel bad about that. I'm sorry.
Man, that hurts. No wonder you do so much damage.
Are you okay?
Oh, it's like
Yeah,
I'd rather have had it in my butt cheek.
Okay, I'm sorry.
As you guys are arguing, you hear the padded footsteps behind you, and it's 15. Yeah, okay, that'll do it. You see a hyena running out from an area that you had recently undiscovered. Right here. Now it's just kind of standing beside the fallen Knoll body, looking directly at Grjorn, just like going. All right, Perry, you're up if you want to do anything.
So Perry's obviously sees all this going on, or what can I see? What do I hear? Like, what's going on?
So you still can't really see more than 10 feet in front of you because it is. Knolls don't need firelight as much other than to cook. You have heard the yelps. You've heard Grjorn go, "What the?" And Borok going, "Oh, sorry." Like that's it. That you definitely hear their voices.
Okay. All right. So I'm pissed. So I'm like, ugh, didn't trust me, and I'm going to move slowly through this hallway. But my whole six movement or my 5 movement down this hallway, but slowly. So whatever's revealed, I'll just kind of deal with that. Let's go down this hallway.
So you're moving, move the full total over so I know what to reveal.
5, 10. I'm gonna follow on the wall, right? So
yep.
Yeah, so 15. I don't know how I'm feeling along the wall, so I can't see the map. So hopefully it kind of reveals in front of me as I go. Okay, so 5, 10. I'll move down here. 15. I have one more. I have one more movement.
Okay. You have one more movement on top. Okay. You can see this so far.
20. Okay, that's where I'll go, and I'll wait to see what I can see before I do the rest of my turn.
Okay. And you see a little bit around as you're kind of going through this area here. You saw this corner.
Okay, that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Okay. Next up would be another snarling sound off from the distance. A hyena runs out to look and see what happened. You hear once again the sound of movement far off in the distance. You don't know exactly where, but you hear something quickly shuffling off in the distance where the body that you had recently slain, the Knoll that you recently slain, is laying. Okay. End of the round there. Top of the round. Grjorn, what's up?
Well, being extremely pissed off that I just got shot in the back of the leg by Borok, I would like to rage.
You immediately, like, it's finally boiled up into you now. Like, I think this is your first time raging, isn't it?
This is
It is
my
his
first
first
time
time.
raging.
So something happened within you. You saw once the arrow sunk into your thigh, it's almost like the runes, the tattoos on your body just lit up, and you feel this surging anger, and you just and your neck tattoos begin to light up again, and this tattoos on the side of your face going up, and now you're fully raging.
He's going Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what that means.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's
and
not
with
cool.
that, I'm pulling my axes out and I'm coming at that hyena that's in front of me.
Okay, go ahead.
It's a 17 plus 6 to hit, 20.
That hits.
I'm gonna roll. Do you want me to just roll both attacks? Wait, do I get 3
Yeah,
because I'm
please.
raging now?
I'll tell you right now, you might only really need, well, just roll both of them.
Okay. That's 15 plus 6, 21 to hit. So
That hits. Roll the damage on it.
And remember, you get +2 damage for your rage. Just a heads up.
5, 6, 7, 8. 10 on the first one. Does the +2 goes on both of them?
You drop them.
Oh,
You immediately you rage and you just turn around in this fit of anger with the arrow still stuck in your thigh, and you just swing wide with one of your axes, and it just meets the hyena directly in the center of its skull, and the thing just, the body, like one of those like toys that used to be able to press make the wire, like the horses that fall like limp. That's exactly what happens. Just collapses in on itself.
did you find that funny? And then I'm hitting the other one, I guess.
You hit the other one, I believe, yeah.
So that's 3 and 3, 6, and I had the rage to both, right? +2.
+2, yeah.
So that's 8 on the second hit.
So you're hitting the second hyena there,
Yeah,
and it was 8 to hit.
yeah.
8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, that one doesn't fully get destroyed, but it definitely like yelps out as you catch it, and you almost like just swing your axe out on the other side, and it's the bone serrated axe, and you just run along the side of it, and the thing yelps out in pain, but it's kind of limping, but it's still around.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay.
And what a glorious turn it was.
Waawaatesi.
So
Your turn.
Did I already get these mushrooms over here? On the last
So if you go to those mushrooms, I'll say you take your action just to pocket the mushrooms.
Okay.
You grab 3 of these glowing mushrooms that are clinging to the wall, and you just stuff them in your pack.
Okay.
So you don't know exactly what they are, but just make sure you write down 3 glowing mushrooms, blue mushrooms.
Okay. And I'm going to keep going down further this way. Wait, I gotta see how far. 35, right?
I think it's 35.
Okay, so I'll go down here first so that I can see what.
With your vision, you see perfectly that this seems to be a little grotto with a water source, and there's more glowing blue mushrooms, and it's almost just lit up by the mushrooms itself. You can see that there's a little small water source at the end, and that's where the source of the dripping's coming from.
Okay, so I moved 20. I can go another.
Yeah, you won't be able to move any further after that.
Yeah, no, I'm not going.
And you've already used your action to gather a mushroom, so you won't be able to gather one next. Okay.
Nope, that's fine. That's my turn.
All right, Borok, you're up.
Well, it looks like Grjorn's got this guy under control. You said I heard movement up here?
Yes, you did, sir.
All right, so I'm going to start moving 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to move over.
As you move towards down the hall, you see the silhouette of a Knoll with the fire behind it. Just this hulking Knoll with a spear in its hand, and it's just standing there now.
When would I have seen him? Because if I would have saw him, I would have stopped.
You saw him there, yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm going to move my hunter's mark onto him first. Sharpshooter, take a shot. Motherfucker, it's a 6 to hit. I'm rolling just garbage. Like that's 2, 3, 2, 4, a natural 1. Like I've been fucking shit.
You turn around, and as you start to
Should have trusted Perry.
You notice the Knoll, and you almost trip over the dead Knoll that you killed previously, and your shot sails wide, just off into the distance.
All right,
the Knoll just stands there and just says,
all right, well, I'm going to shoot again, see if he's going to keep laughing. That's a 19 to hit, 19 to hit.
Yep.
So that would be 12 damage.
12 damage. All right. It just, as you hit it with the second volley of second arrow, it just goes, what was it, 15? 17?
What do you mean?
The damage. The damage.
Oh, 12. Just 12.
Okay. Yeah, it immediately goes, and like it just, you catch it in the side of his shoulder.
Yeah, that's right. You ugly fuck.
Yeah. And is that the end of your turn, sir?
That is the end of my turn, yeah.
All right, Perry.
Perry will move 10 feet up the narrow hallway here and see what I can see.
Okay. Let's see what Perry can see. He sees more hallway.
There's another 10 feet up, and he will see what he can see.
So many bards in this room.
Perry sees hallway in the path that he just went to.
Same hallway.
Damn. I will move 5 feet back the other way and end my turn. Well, actually, I'll use an action to dash. But that doesn't reveal from what I understand, that does not reveal my invisibility. So I'll use an action to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. And that puts me there, down back the hallway I came, and a little bit deeper in the cave.
All right.
Cave.
See a little bit more in either direction here. Saying just because, your poor halfling eyes. You don't see too much. You see another bit of the side of the wall here. You do see...
That'll be my turn.
1 second. You do see a little bit of glowing color off in this distance. A very dim light off here.
Ooh.
And I do apologize to Greg, who's going to have to probably manage this map like crazy.
Yeah, I just zoomed right out.
Yeah, sorry, man.
That's good.
Okay. That's Perry's turn. Now it's time for this hyena.
Miss.
This lovely hyena to come up. He's just going to run up beside you, and he's just going to take a bite. He's going to go for it. All right?
Miss.
Oh, God. Please. God, wide. Rolls are sucked in. No, it doesn't hit you. He just, like, sails wide. He limps over to you and snaps at the air, ending his turn. Great. Cool. Now, moving on to this knoll over here. He's gonna take his movement. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's gonna get it anyways. And he's gonna take his spear and he's just gonna try and stab it right into Borok's stomach.
All right, great.
17, that hits.
Yeah, 17 hits.
All
Doesn't say
right.
miss.
Okay, hold up. Sorry, damage. Damage is
Supposed to say psych.
10 points of damage.
All
Just
right.
the thing snarls at you and just
You son of a bitch.
you bitch.
You fucker.
All right, now top of the round, Grjorn.
Oh yeah, I'm coming down on top of this dog's head. Maybe I'm
If
not.
you hit it, it'll kill it. I'll tell you right now.
That is, hold on, that is an 8 to hit, which probably doesn't hit.
Nope.
That's a 21 to hit, which probably does hit.
That do.
That's a 7 damage.
What was he at last time? Sorry, let me double check here.
I hit him for 8 last round.
Oh, yep. That you just immediately just drop it. After it tries to bite at you, you bring an axe just directly right in between its jaws, and you just drop it. You almost cleave the head clean off from the jaw above, and the hyena falls down. Falls dead.
I guess it wasn't a laughing matter. Yep. And I'm going to.
There's no one around to hear your joke.
That's okay. I don't need an audience.
I don't need
He
an
really
audience, so you
doesn't.
do.
And I move as far as I could,
This
heading back towards Borok, and that's my turn.
Borok, after you get stabbed in the stomach, you see from the corner of your eye a rage-induced Grjorn coming around the corner.
glowing.
As he's breathing, though, it's like the tattoos on his body are like matching his breath, like just pulsing throughout every breath, and it's just and he's just holding these axes, just brandishing them. Waawaatesi, your turn.
I love you, Peter.
No problem.
I am going to grab some more mushrooms.
Okay, you managed to grab 2 more mushrooms from the one on the wall right here, and you pocket those. So now you have a total of 5 glowing blue mushrooms.
Okay. And that's my action, yeah?
Yep, and you can move still.
Oh, okay. I can't move because I want to go near the water, so I'm gonna wait for my next turn.
Okay. That's it for you?
Yeah, that's it.
I think it is, yeah. All right. Borok.
You fuck. I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike.
All right.
What's
I mean to do that. I was trying to post the actual spell. Give me a second.
Good job.
All right. So
You move
until the spell ends, my movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. So I'm going to elbow this Knoll in the face, move backwards,
Cartwheel.
my movement to here, and
Okay.
then I will just unleash my 2 shots at him. First one is with Sharpshooter. Oh, there we go. That is a 15 to hit.
Yep.
So he's going to get fucked up by this. I mean, they all get fucked up, but like he's extra fucked up because it's an extra D8 of force damage on this hit too, along with all the other shit.
Hey, that's me.
16, 22,
Stop.
32, 36 damage.
You almost grab onto the spear, and with one of your hands, and then with the other arm, you reach up and just elbow the Knoll in the face, and chipping one of his teeth. You, in a flash, you pull yourself back off of the spear, and you immediately loose an arrow. Just as the Knoll realizes what's happening, the arrow meets him right in the head, and he just falls dead.
You shouldn't have stabbed me. I mean, I guess I did shoot you first. I don't know. You're dead.
Oh my God, you've got to work on that. That's not how you say it when you put them down. You say something saucy.
Usually I don't have. Usually I say something cool, but I just kind of fucked that one up. I'm sorry.
Golly.
All right.
Still
Are
got
there any
arrow
more?
in my ass.
Combat, as you know it, is effectively over.
Okay.
All right. I'll come up over to Grjorn and I'll say, here, just let me help you out with this. And I'll just take a big grab of his butt cheek, yank the arrow out, and he casts Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Holy, at least buy me dinner first, Borok.
Well, I killed a bear for you, so technically I have bought you dinner.
I guess you're right.
That's a good one.
He got you a lot of dinner.
Yeah. All right, you can touch the other cheek.
You
now.
heal 11.
Oh man, I feel good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
By the way, you don't have to tell anybody about what happened there. I might have lost control a little bit.
I mean, it seems like you got a little more effective in the combat space, so it works out for me. I'm sorry I pissed you off that much.
Wait, what? Wait. Hold that. What? A little more effective? I am the most effective on this team. If you give me some time, I can't be as quick as these little arrows.
All right, well, now just stop your bitching and just contact Perry. Tell him that we killed the threat. Where is he?
Wait, did you see Perry?
Worried about him. We haven't seen Perry since we got down here. I'm still worried about him.
For that.
Now
you did hear me.
Oh, did you? Did it? Oh, right. No, I did talk to you. I'm sorry. Yeah, you were right. I forgot about that. Well, I heard him talk to me, and he told me there's 3 Knolls here, so we killed the 3 Knolls.
And
but now I don't know where he is.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
he didn't tell me about that.
I'm going to put my finger to my ear.
All right.
Perry, are you there?
You folks came in when you didn't trust me. I specifically said, wait for me to come out, and you didn't, and I'm sure my message gets cut off.
Leave a message at the beep. Borok, it sounds like he's mad at us for coming in here, even though it was him who didn't talk into his ear. That's a rhyme.
How was he supposed to talk into his own ear?
You're not here.
I know I'm not here.
Another
You're
rhyme.
not here. Go away.
Just shit talking.
Very well. Here's the thing, right? I messaged and you didn't respond, so we thought something happened to you, and we came in as your friends to help you.
Yeah, shows the last time we fucking care about him. I'm gonna move up this way and see what's up in this section. Sounds like he's fine.
Harry, I'm waiting in the middle for you. If you want to meet me, I'm here.
Quickly, let's go to Waawaatesi. Sorry, what'd you say, Perry?
I'll reply to that. Be like, I will come get you when I command it.
Okay, thanks, leader. I support you.
Waawaatesi, what are you doing?
I want to check out this. I want to investigate this water.
Okay. Roll investigation check.
It's
Okay. Just at a cursory glance, you see that it doesn't look too deep, but it's it's pretty damn clear water, and it seems like this is probably what they're using as a drinking source. If you just you're putting 2 and 2 together there.
Okay. Can I step into?
Yeah, you wade into the water. It kind of goes in a gradual slope down, but at its deepest, it's about waist deep.
All right, I'm just gonna wade there in the water. Down.
With your feet, you can feel almost a small current coming out from like a crack or a fissure below you. It seems this is how the water is being filtered in to this area and being cleaned, essentially.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna. For now, I'm just gonna sit down and like relax in the water.
Okay, so
It's
you
been
like
a while since I've
side?
seen some clean water.
You use the edge there, and you like just lay down. You almost rest on the side of it, and you just completely close your eyes, and just you hear like just the water drips. Who can do the drip water sound effect? Because do it right now. It's perfect.
I can't. There you go.
There it is.
There
You
you
hear
go.
that a couple times, and you're just and the low blue glow is you're relaxing from it. Now, Perry, let's go deal with you. While
All right,
Waawaatesi's
I move 5, 10, 15 feet right here, and I'd like to see what I can see.
All right, Perry. So from what you see here is your eyes are somewhat making out a
Okay, we can stop
Quit
the
it.
water
It's really
now.
loud.
okay.
So somebody's still dripping.
It's
Is that loud?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You make out
It's loud and annoying.
it's loud. It makes out on your right side a precipice. It seems like there's a ledge just going into darkness, but then you see this barricaded wall with a purplish pinkish glow coming out of it.
Okay. 15, 20. I move here.
A dim lit of a fire is off in the distance. I'm just going to reveal the fire. You can see the fire, and you're kind of making your way here. You do notice that this precipice even goes a little bit further. You're kind of skirting along in a safe area of the ledge there.
So what do I see at the glowing thing just above me? Like, can you describe that a little bit for me?
Yeah, roll an investigation check first. Maybe get you some more information there.
Nat 20.
Nat 20,
crit.
okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the total is 23.
Okay, you focus on this little barricaded wall a little more, and it's made up of broken fence posts and wood that's probably been salvaged from multiple areas within the Temravi Plains. But through the slats, you see this pinkish glow, almost pulsating in the distance. You can't see too much further down it, but with you investigating closer up at the wooden slats, you do see a little bit further in there, and you see that this hallway goes a little bit further down, but it is fully blocked. You would have to take your time to get through this wall.
I'll use my other 5 feet of movement to go here, and that'll be my turn, I guess. Yeah.
All right.
In combat anymore, are we?
You're not in combat, but
I know,
just
but
run
I
through
could keep going, but I'm trying to do like turn-based whatever, because you folks are also now in the cave. Despite trying to give me a chance to be a leader, that's fine, whatever. Like, nobody gives a shit about this, but
Oh, Perry. Perry deserves a hug. Everyone just
Oh,
meet
Perry.
Perry with a hug.
Perry didn't respond, bitch.
That's cool. Yeah, hindsight's 2020, right? So
I just saw
Hindsight, yeah.
Peter's response of like the "oh Perry" as like that mean girl thing where you're like, "Oh, you think you're cute."
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, he thinks he's a leader. That's mean.
Oh, that's
you
so
think you're
mean.
cool. Oh, you're so
Nah,
Stop
it's
it.
mean.
Stop it,
Waawaatesi is
everybody.
being so angry.
Don't do it to him. Perry, Borok, go ahead. Do what you're doing. Or Grjorn, sorry, you already went.
Yeah. I was just going up here.
I'm waiting on Perry to come back. Also, I will note the time of the evening.
Yeah, I was going to say we're after 5.
All right,
I'm
sorry,
good.
gang.
No worries.
I'm waiting on Perry so I can give him a hug.
yeah, we can finish this up if you want. Like we can just finish exploring this cave. Can we go till 6 today, folks? Or
I'm cool till whenever. So whenever you guys get with it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we'll go directly to 6, but
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Okay. So we will do. Let's. How about we just end it here? But quickly, Borok, what you see is more kind of sleeping areas. This is haphazardly put together little beds made out of hay, and seems to be a little bit more of by the number of beds that you are looking at and or resting areas, you see that there definitely are more than 3 gnolls in this whole entire cave. Maybe they're not here right now,
But they're out there somewhere.
but they're out there. And that is where we will leave it off. Unless, Greg, you got to go?
Yeah.
We've got
Okay.
like 20 minutes. It's up to you guys.
Okay, 20 minutes. I think if we just go a little bit further, we'll be...
Well, yeah, let's
we'll be
explore
good.
it, and then
Okay.
we're set up for episode 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so with Grjorn waiting and Borok doing a little more investigation, Perry, what are you doing? Waawaatesi, I'm assuming you're just...
I'm just going
chilling.
to investigate more and more along the path here. So I'll move 5 feet, 10 feet this way just to see more of this area here.
Okay, well, the light starts to catch up and fill in the little spots that you're not seeing right now. And you see that this is a wide open area leading to...
Well, it goes on further. Okay.
It goes on further, but you see a large red tent with a pile of bones beside it.
Okay. Won't venture further down that way. We'll venture 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 back this way. And then I'll take 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 back this way. So I
Perry,
go
what's your
back
passive?
from that. My passive is 11.
Your passive perception is 11? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get back
I mean, I'm doing this very carefully and slowly as I move along.
As you're walking along, you bump right into what at first you think is possibly a knoll, but it is a straw training target dummy. And there are arrows poking out of it. There's small weapons and knives sticking on laying about on the ground here.
Whew, that was close. Okay. All right, I'll move up a little bit further since we have the time. Move up around that and go up that way. Just go up and around the training dummies.
All right, as you move a little bit further, you start to fill in more of this area here, and you see some more. You're kind of wading past, and your feet keep hitting stuff, and it's arrows sticking out of the ground that have been from either misplaced shots or poor sight.
I'll go next to the other training dummy, and I'll see what I can see from there.
You see some more training dummies and the rock wall.
And the rock wall. I'll go up a little bit closer to the wall to my top there.
All right. Now, as you're standing, you make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
You manage to catch yourself just as you walk directly on the ledge of a precipice. You hear like the rocks just just falling off into the distance.
Okay, shit. I will go into the corner here where I see kind of like a little alcove in this whole thing. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to wait. I'm just going to be perceptive and just wait.
It reveals a little bit more of the area for you there. You see this kind of within the little area there. Area is a little precipice. Borok, your turn.
I'm just gonna keep looking up. I'm just checking around this area.
All right.
Moving up, down here, just checking her all out.
What's your passive perception, sir?
17.
17. All right. So, as you start to walk slowly towards this area, you do notice a really, really, really poor put together trap directly at your feet. Let me reveal the area. Sorry. Going into another gated area. As you're walking closer here, you do smell that. You get that smell of decaying flesh as well. Just very, very strong here.
Fuck, it stinks over here. I'll disarm the trap and move forward, I guess. Just keep
roll a
checking it all out. Yeah.
Roll a d20 and add just add your dexterity modifier, unless you have to use tools. Which is proficiency.
That's 22.
No problem.
I don't have these skills yet. I rolled natural 18, so no.
Yeah, no problem. You know, Knoll's put things together really terribly. It was a really shitty leg trap. You managed to cut the rope, and it just flings off to the side as you move past it. And this area becomes a little bit more discoverable to you, and you see.
I'm keeping an eye out too. Like if I see something moving or anything like that, like I'm being cautious. I'm not just willy-nilly thrown around.
There's oddly no movement, but as you come in here and your light begins to adjust, your eyes begin to adjust to the light in this area, you see chains, you see ropes, you see corpses, you can even see a pile of meat in the corner by a table. As you continue to pad further and further into this, you see this definitely seems to be some sort of really poorly put together Knoll kitchen with chains. You see a pit of dead bodies, some fresh, some really broken and picked apart, their bones gnawed at, and the smell starts to get to you. Can you do a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh yeah, sure. That's 16.
16. Okay, well, you managed to pass through the smell of this disgusting leftover food, let's say.
Yeah.
And where would you like to go next?
I'm just gonna keep on hacking this way, I guess.
And as you keep going that way, your passive perception picks up a really terribly put together rope with a bunch of broken bottles along it.
Like a sound trap?
Yeah, it's a sound trap.
All right, I'll just, what's it called?
Disarm it?
Disarm it, yeah.
Okay.
But
roll your d20, sir.
Oh, that's a 2, so that's 6.
Oh no.
A 6? Actually, you do manage to disarm it once again.
Right.
Knolls are terrible at putting together traps, y'all. That's what I learned. As you get forward into this, you bring open this hallway. You see more hallway in front of you, but the hallway kind of goes a little bit further down over here.
Grjorn, what are you doing down there?
I'm waiting on Perry.
And as you yell Grjorn, you hear more laughs and more cackles and more yips coming from the entrance. And that is where we will leave off.
Perfect.
Oh no.
Yes. I got
Yes,
more
but
notes to
no.
put down.
Yeah.
I'm just relaxing in this pool over here.
Yeah, thanks for the
Yeah,
help.
we're gonna have
Jesse.
to. I was like, Brock is having a fucking stern talking to with you after this.
And our leader who left us. All right, listen, folks. It's been another wonderful show. Before we get out of here, just a few announcements. Don't forget to check out the Magic Espresso quick one-shots that we did. They're up on the podcast. They're also up on the vodcast on YouTube. Lots of jokes that are carrying over into this show that will make a little bit more sense, especially the Gurg stuff, although I hate that. Also, shout out to Discord today for having poor connections and knocking everybody out almost all day. And in that vein, please join our Discord community. We have our player character playlists available up there for everybody to look at. Basically, playlists from the perspective of each of our characters. Grjorn's is the best, I'm just saying. And just a quick shout out to Wolfie and Woo. Don't forget, you can get 10% off site-wide using the the giveaway code Dungeons, Dragons, Dice. It's 10% off anything on the site, so check that out, wolfieandwoo.com. Anybody else got anything else to say?
You can get custom stuff like this awesome mug.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is my...
This is our custom mug, too. Oh, yeah, there it is. Anybody else got anything to add before we go? Ty, take us out.
No.
All right. Thanks for catching another episode of Dungeons, Dragons, and Dice.
Okay, bye.
All right. Bye.